I woke up like that this morning. I was like shaking, heart's racing. I've been able to like.
My legs are pacing.
My heart's racing.
I'm eating steak in.
My legs are shaking.
Like Kevin Bacon. I'm mistaken. All right, we can't, dude. We can't. We actually have to do a podcast.
Yeah, we gotta focus. We
gotta focus, dude. It's a serious matter, dude. Podcasting.
You gotta focus.
And this is what's cool about doing a Murphy's podcast and not a Culture Council.
Okay.
Fucking talk about whatever we want. We can fucking rap and trap and go take a nap with the cat and with the bat. Like we can just fuck around, dude. It's not like
We're not counseling the culture, so we can do whatever.
Talk about whatever. Literally, what we've been doing the past hour.
Maybe. So, what do you want to do? Do you have like ideas and questions you want to ask the people? Ask.
No, this is completely free form.
Yeah.
How about blah 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 blah
with Zach?
Like, when would you get your first kiss? Or
that's a great question.
Like a thing question.
No, that's good. Hey, that's a great question, Sidekick Jay. Michaela, shout out to Michaela. When'd you get your first kiss?
Probably, I think it was in a shed. The girl who lived behind me. I think I was like 6.
You got a kiss in the shed when you were 6.
Yeah.
How old was she?
32.
6. Yeah. She was like 6.
She was 6 too?
Yeah.
Oh.
So how'd that work? Like how'd that become a thing?
My sister threw us in a shed and locked us in here.
You were like, yo, bitch.
Your sister wanted you guys to make out?
She wanted us to kiss, so I kissed her, so I was like,
damn.
And then we were able to leave.
Wait, how old was your sister?
4 years older than me. She was
okay, so she wasn't like 20 or okay.
Do you think your sister was like, dude, my little sister's a les? I'm gonna lock her in a shed.
Probably.
And hopefully she'll get some head on a bed. No, all right, we gotta stop, dude. All right, because Jay and I literally rapped for like.
Last night it was out of control.
It was a crazy night, dude.
Jackie was like, I'm gonna stay with my sister, or I'm gonna stay with her and my mom or something.
I was like, gonna hit the bong with your mom, Vietnam, like the Viet Cong. All right, we have to stop. So, Dev, when did you get your first kiss? Dev.
Only one I could think of. The first thing that comes to my head is I was like 5 or 6. This girl under a gazebo.
Wow, in a gazebo.
Wearing a Speedo.
Yeah,
eating a Frito.
Yeah.
And a side of Cheetos.
Gotta focus.
All right, just focus, Jay.
Crazy.
Damn.
No, that is crazy.
5, 6 years old.
I was late, dude. I got my first kiss and lost my virginity in the same year.
Wow.
Yeah. What about you, Jay?
I don't know. I was dry humping girls at 6 years old, so I don't remember when I actually kissed the first person ever. I don't remember that, but
yeah, that's why I said I don't know if that's the first or not. It's the first one that comes to mind when I think of the first.
Teenage hormones, dude. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like you're an innocent thing, and all of a sudden, your brain gives off these chemicals, and you're like, "Oh my god, dude, what is this?"
Yeah.
And you act crazy. Like little kids are maniacs.
It feels good, whatever that is.
And teenagers are even crazier.
They're insane.
Yeah.
They are insane. Michaela, you're
a teenager?
Yeah,
technically.
Like you're about to hit.
Okay, but like I'm not insane with it.
No, I think you're a pretty balanced teenager.
Yeah.
Like other 19-year-olds to me, I'm like, dude, you guys are fucking. But also, I am now the old guy.
All right, yeah.
I am now the guy like these youngins. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah.
It's wild, dude. This new generation is wild, and I kind of love it. You know.
I do too. Like I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is wild.
Dude, I love seeing Mick around her own generation. Just like, I hate these people.
I don't want to be associated with those people.
Yeah. That's how I feel about millennials. I'm a boomer at heart.
But I feel like people look at me and they're like, oh, because like, you know, Gen Z. And they're like, oh, that's a lesbian, Gen Z. Oh, like Biden, Gen Z. And I'm like, I am none of those.
They throw you into that box.
That's the problem with boxes.
I would do that too. You can't help it.
It's a stereotype.
Yeah. You can't help it until you get to know somebody, you know?
Individualism, baby. You know how I feel. You know, and it sucks because people put themselves in boxes.
Yeah.
People die on those hills of, you know, fill in the blank. You know, race, political ideology, sexuality. Like, I am this. This is my identity. I am a hardcore Republican. I'm a hardcore Democrat. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
But ask them in 20 years and they'll be like, oh, that has nothing. Like, Because they tell kids now, like, what is it? Oh, none of that will matter when you're older, right? Like, as what I've always been told.
And it's
But
funny.
it will, because you're making it your identity right now.
And that's who they are, because they have to define themselves. They have to figure out who they are, right? I mean, at least you know, that's what I always hear people say. I gotta figure out who I am.
Yourself.
I gotta find myself, dude. Just be yourself, dude. Like there's like, I think there's a difference between being yourself and just being.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Just
be, dude.
Being is like a thing. It's like a
Just be.
natural being,
Shit changes,
human being.
and you don't know how you're gonna react till shit hits the fan, till something happens to you.
Yeah.
You don't know how you're gonna react. So how are you gonna put yourself in a category, and then shit actually happens? Like you could think of yourself as the toughest person on the planet, or the weakest person on the planet, and shit happens, and it might change your perspective completely. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I like Fight Club, because don't they? You know, remember in Fight Club, he's like, how much can you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great, but why is it great? Yeah, why is Fight
Because it
Club
breaks-
a great movie?
Breaks down the male psyche for one.
I've never heard a woman say Fight Club is the best movie
Exactly.
ever
I didn't
made.
even
Why-
know what
why-
Fight
yeah,
Club
yeah.
was.
Exactly.
It's like
I
man,
actually have heard a woman say that she's a big fan. She like, I don't know if she was her favorite movie, whatever, but she was a big fan of Fight Club.
And it sucks, dude, because who's the guy that wrote Fight Club? Fucking forgot his
the guy
name.
who wrote it.
Yeah, something on my tongue. Doesn't matter. But that dude,
I can't remember
I
the name. right
hate
now.
him, bro.
Yeah.
I can't stand him. Like one of my favorite books of all time, The 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene.
Mm.
Fucking bomb, like fucking dickhead.
Yeah,
But damn, creates good art.
book.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
he's a dick. He's an asshole. He's a punk ass.
He's into
But
children's
I love
feet.
his fucking movies.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know
Well, he's
that?
into feet. I know that.
I didn't know.
All,
been on-
probably
he's been
all,
to-
everybody's feet.
Been to Epstein
Sorry,
Island.
didn't mean to kink shame.
Hey, don't kink shame. Hey, but
I mean-
also, you're into children's or what do you call it? Not pedophiles. Next one.
Pedophilia.
Starts with an M.
It's
The one where it's
Heba.
teenagers.
It's a that's Heba Solomon.
Yeah,
hebephilia.
Some shit like that.
yeah. It's like you're not into like 8-year-olds,
That's
but
in
you're
the-
into like
like
that's in
15,
teen-
16
yeah,
year olds.
prepubescent is what they call it. Yeah.
That's
Well,
what he is.
prepubescent is pedophilia.
But
Is
isn't
it-
that
or post- yeah,
still
post-
child?
yeah.
Yes.
But I love his movies.
Oh, best director of all
You know
time.
what I mean? Yeah.
You know, and that's where like people have the trouble of separating the art from the artist. Stephen King. I cannot stand Stephen
Complete
King's
lefty
views.
wokey, dude.
I can't stand him. So damn, he made
Makes some
it.
amazing art.
Yeah,
Dude, he's
he
the
made It.
king of fucking horror.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
mystery,
literally.
Suspense. Yeah.
Who's
Literally,
the one
dude.
that made Goosebumps?
R.L.
Oh,
Stein.
Jam.
shit.
And that, all right, that's great you brought that up. Because do you guys know who R.L. Stein is?
Oh, no.
I have no idea.
Some author.
Ghostwriter.
Mm.
You know, like they, them, whoever could be a girl, which I think it is.
I think
Could be a dude.
No one knows who that is?
they do.
R.L.
I'm pretty
Stein?
Sure,
No one in this room knows who it
Yeah.
is. We know the name.
I can't put a face to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. Make good art and keep yourself the fuck out of it.
What?
As we're on a Murphy's podcast and we're trying to create good art. Thanks, Michaela. And this is the problem with our fucking new setup.
What happened?
Hey guys, I'll watch it on YouTube, by the way. Spotify is great. The guest kicks the camera. Now I'm over here.
Oh, no.
Hey.
That might have been,
it was,
that might have been a dog.
peanut butter.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came over here.
All right, now we have to kill him.
Tucker,
Now we have to destroy my beloved boy.
if a dog touches the
Peanut
camera,
butter.
that means you gotta die.
Yeah, gotta die, dude. Sorry, Tuck.
Yo,
But
Touch the equipment.
but animals, man. Like,
what about what do you think about the author? What's her name from the Harry Potter books?
J.K.
J.K.
Rowling.
Rowling.
What do you guys think about her?
You know, she's a TERF, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
they
just
don't even know what that-
I love
You know that,
Harry
yeah.
Potter's good.
Trans, exclusionary, radical feminist. Like
Maybe.
J.K.
That
Rowling.
sounds right. Yeah.
That's like I think
Sounds about right.
yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm with that. You know, she's basically like anti-children mutilating their own bodies because they feel a certain way at the time.
Yeah.
And she's spoken out about
Like,
it.
I know she almost got canceled over some stuff.
And that's the thing about cancel culture, right? Like, can you even be like?
I think everyone, no matter your views, should have a right to fucking make a living.
Express
You know what I
their
mean?
opinion
What's an
and-
opinion?
Even a bad racist Nazi person should be able to work and make a living and
Yeah.
eat But they want to cancel. They want you to start it. I guess.
They don't. They want you to literally stop existing.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be
Crazy.
a good reason though.
That's the real fascism.
What is the good reason?
Like,
That's exactly
Even serial killers go to prison, but they still get meals every day.
right.
well, yeah, but I mean, like, you shouldn't, like, if you're like children, like if you're a pedophile and you're promoting that, I think you shouldn't have a career
That's the
while
last.
children watch you.
That's like the last thing out there that like everyone is kind of against mostly.
But are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. What's changing? Right.
Yeah.
And
There's college professors out there
They
arguing
call them
for
maps.
pedophiles.
Yeah.
Minor
Oh,
attractive.
we talked about this
persons.
last episode, 2 episodes ago, which is interesting. Like they're trying to normalize it, which is so weird.
This is gonna work out, Ty.
But
There's a whole town in Florida that's nothing but sex offenders.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I heard that about here.
I watched a video of it.
kind of for that though.
I heard there's like a.
It's
where
not,
homeless
yeah,
people-
that's why they did it. Is because they wouldn't let them in the local towns and stuff. So they had to find a sex offender created this town where other sex offenders could come and live. And
There's a
Sure, it's
local.
survive,
There's a
because they
local
couldn't do it
story
anywhere
here
else.
that there's a sex offender camp that someone made, like a homeless sex offender camp somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. I always bring it back to like if we have a tribe of let's say we're on an island, we're on a tribe of 100 people, and 3 of them start trying to fuck our kids.
Hmm.
I don't like. On one hand, it's like kill them. On the other hand, dude, get the fuck out of here. You're not in our tribe anymore. You go survive on your own, dog.
Yeah.
How about that? I think that's fair.
Banishment.
Yeah, exactly.
Banished from the tribe.
And bringing it back to cancel culture is I don't believe in cancel culture. Frankly, I think if you're a real enough person, you can't be canceled. That's my philosophy, and maybe I'm wrong. My opinion, because what is an opinion? But also, people on the right, quote unquote, which is I don't think is a real thing. I don't think there's a such thing as a right or left. I think it's a fucking psyop. But people that lean right are now into boycotting.
Yep.
Oh look, Bud Light is supporting a trans person. Boycott them.
But that's voting with your dollars.
That's voting with your dollars.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not. Which I didn't drink Bud Light anyway, but
Same thing with Target.
same thing with Target, right? Is that canceling or is that just not supporting a company because of what they
They
are?
chose to stand for.
Yeah, I don't think it's canceling.
No, it's like just not
You choose to do it.
patronizing a business that you don't agree with their views, I guess.
Yeah. You choose not to give them your money.
Yeah, 'cause
That's your
if
decision.
It was
It's your
canceled,
money.
Then
That's actual
they just
power.
wouldn't be around anymore.
Right. Canceling, I think, is trying to destroy.
Yeah, remove completely. Yeah.
Boycotting, I feel like, is just not. I'm not trying to. Hey, Bud Light,
buying
man.
into
I wish you the best, Bud
product,
Light.
whatever.
But I'm talking to buy your product.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell everyone, hey, what kind of beer do you guys want? Bud Light? Dude, you gonna drink Bud Light, bro? Like, come on, dude. They're
Probably not.
There's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
options anyway.
You're just
Exactly.
like, no.
That's not good.
Yeah,
and you know what's
that's what
funny?
I'm saying, yeah.
If Bud Light was the best beer of all time,
I might drink it still.
I'd still drink it.
Fuck it. Hey, it's
Listen,
good beer.
it's not good.
Yeah.
I still eat Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah.
But you're mad at Chick-fil-A?
What? No, I still eat Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But why do you still? What do you mean?
They don't support
Yeah, they're
Gay
against
marriage?
gays.
You know, yeah, they
Oh,
don't support gays.
that's true.
But I eat it because
I was mad at Chick-fil-A
She eats
because
it though.
I was mad at Chick-fil-A because now supposedly they're supporting certain.
They switched it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they switched their views on it.
I think
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
They
Because they didn't wanna
they
get
started out not supporting gay rights and everything, and now they've started
See,
supporting them.
but I feel like either way, if they hadn't changed their mind, I think people wouldn't care because it's Chick-fil-A
It's
and they
good.
expect
It's
it because
good.
it's a religious type of restaurant.
It's good chicken. And if I go to forget about it. Like let's say Chef D over here creates a restaurant. I don't care what he thinks or what he believes in. Is it
Yeah.
good or not?
Good, exactly.
If
Yeah.
it's good, I'm gonna go there. That's it.
Doesn't matter what I personally believe.
Yeah.
It's not gonna change the taste
It's
of
not going
food.
to change the
Yeah.
food. It's not going to change the product you're being served.
Dude, if Bud Light puts Dylan Mulvaney on cans, but it's the best beer of all time, I don't give a fuck.
It's
dude.
still the best beer of all time. Yeah.
I'm gonna drink this, but it's not good
But
beer
that was the problem. Yeah, people were just bringing it, drinking it
Piss
because of
water.
the name of it.
because they're
to begin
marketing.
with. Yeah, the marketing was great.
Budweiser,
Yeah.
but everyone knows what Budweiser, Bud Light is.
Anheuser-Busch.
They
Busch.
know that.
The whole company.
Bush. Like they know what that is. And Jay and I were talking last night. We got on the topic of marketing. Jade hates the idea of marketing, and correct me if I'm wrong. We were talking about this last night.
Yeah,
You know, on a fucking
we were.
drunken
Well, I just
tangent.
feel like the whole thing in my life, the purpose of my life is just to be marketed to. Everyone's trying to fucking sell something.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the
That's
point
why
of humans.
data mining is so big now.
I don't think that should be the point of human beings on the planet. Should be marketing shit all the time. But then you kind of like,
But
so you kind of
How else are you gonna get people to buy something?
Well, how else are we gonna live?
It's like capitalism or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if you're
I don't know.
marketing
Give me
something
another-
good?
Give me an idea. Yeah.
I mean, which is ironic,
Yeah.
because if you make product
It's also
X,
subjective.
right? If you make product X and it's the best product you've ever heard of, do you need marketing? I'm gonna tell all you guys about product X. Like if I make all right, and I always apply this to music, right? Let's say we do music, right? And we do a really good fucking song.
Yeah.
We have to market it. If it's a really good song, let's say we made the next Bohemian Rhapsody, for example. Do we need to market Bohemian Rhapsody? Or I'll be like, dude, Chef D, check this out. Michaela, check this song out. Jay, dude.
Word of mouth. Yeah.
And you don't need marketing if it's good.
All right.
Companies invest a lot of their money into marketing because it's a shitty product, but people need to hear about
They
it.
don't trust it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
sugarcoat it so they can feed it to you.
On topic, but off
Make it
topic.
taste better.
Is McDonald's good? Like, when do you think of good food?
I don't
I'm
eat
loving
McDonald's,
it.
so I don't know.
I don't eat McDonald's either.
I
I
ate
haven't
McDonald's
eaten
today.
McDonald's in like I don't even know 10 years. I haven't had
Let's
McDonald's.
say you had unlimited wealth. I wouldn't go to McDonald's.
Dude, Trump
I
loves
say-
McDonald's.
I say good food. Like when my mom asked me, like, "Oh, you're hungry? Like we have this and that," and I'm like, "No, I want like real food or good food." I don't think of McDonald's. Like I think of like whatever I'm craving.
All right,
as
right
in
now,
good.
where are you going right now? Forget about money. Forget about anything.
Full.
Going what?
I'm full. I'm not hungry.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. Jay,
Yeah, we
you
all
ate
just
you ate
ate.
recently?
Hey, lunch, but I haven't eaten recently. Why?
All right, right now.
Taco Bell,
You know what I'm
motherfucker.
talking about?
For fast food. Are we talking about fast food?
No, what any food. You can
El
have any
Cero, El
anything.
Cero.
You going to El Cero?
I like El Cero.
Dude, I love El Cero.
I've never been there.
And this isn't an El Cero plug. We're not getting paid for
Oh
this.
shit, yeah.
No, but no, exactly. Now people know, they've heard. Out of the 25 people that are going to watch this episode, they're going to know about El Cero
That's like the power
because
of
he brought it up.
marketing, power of speech, really, like language.
Power of
dude.
speech. They didn't even market it. You just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
There
it
you
because
go.
it's
Oh, there
good.
you go. We got a good song. It's gonna get out there somehow.
That's it. Because if it's good, people are going to talk about it. And you don't need marketing, right? Marketing, it should be like a 10% fucking, like, here's an extra little boost. Because some people, not everyone's going to talk to us. Not everyone's going to watch this podcast.
Right.
You need to get your product out there, especially if you believe in the product and if it's a good product. If you're like, dude, I made the best song of all time. No one's going to hear it unless I let people be known.
You have to let people hear it for other people to hear it.
Dude, are you saying that McDonald's does a lot of advertising? But guess what? El Cero doesn't do any advertising, and I want to go to El Cero, not fucking McDonald's.
I've never ever seen an El Cero billboard.
Interesting.
Maybe they have one. I don't know. I've never seen one.
Out front of.
Like I said,
El
I've never
Cero.
even heard
Yeah,
of it.
they have their sign.
Huh.
And maybe like, hey, we're here because they picked a shitty location, at least in the one I go to.
Wait, which one you go to? The one on 544?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach. Shout out Myrtle Beach.
You been to that new one on 20th Avenue? or whatever?
21st.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Just
21st
not.
Avenue.
It's too far of a drive for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get good Mexican food. And dude, you know what's so funny? Like, again, on topic or off topic, this is the cool thing about Murphy's podcast. We don't have to stay in pocket with anything. But I've always grown up. I've always been like, dude, I've always been told, dude, nothing is as good as authentic Mexican food.
Yeah.
Dude, I go down to Mexico, I'm fucking hyped, bro. I'm like, yes, dude.
Oh.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to get
Authentic.
authentic Mexican food.
And?
Bro, tastes like the exact same shit.
Oh, okay. Well, did it?
With more flies, shittier service.
So you like American Mexican food better?
There's no difference.
Damn.
There's no difference.
Really? Okay.
I don't think there's a difference.
Just more
Like,
flies and narco
dirtier.
cartels.
Cheaper.
It's cheaper.
That's
Yeah.
probably why people think it's
Yeah.
good because they're like, it's cheap and I get just as much, and
well,
it's
no,
made by
a lot of the time
real
you get
Mexicans.
more.
Well, not real, but authentic.
McDonald's. Oh, dude, I can go spend $50 at El Cero. If I spend $50 at McDonald's, I'm eating for 2 weeks,
Yeah,
dog.
you're gonna eat like a king.
And
But
that's
it's cheap. It's cheap and greasy.
it's cheap good.
it's
Is
not
cheap good?
it's not
cheap good.
great, but it's good enough because of the price. It makes it better.
Is
I
it
don't know. I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat meat. But
sure?
to me, I can't eat anything there but their fries, and their fries just aren't as good as other places' fries.
McDonald's fries aren't as good as other places.
I hate
fries.
McDonald's fries.
Yeah, like I
said,
like
their food,
Bojangles
period.
fries because they're seasoned on
Ooh, yeah,
them,
those
and I
are
don't need
good
sauce
choice.
for it.
Yeah.
You know, even if they don't
Seasoning.
give it to me in,
No one
in the
puts-
bag.
No one puts Bojangles fries in anything.
I love
Just eat them the way they are.
Bojangles
Or
fries.
Yeah,
maybe
they're-
mayonnaise. If there's mayonnaise on my plate, I might dip it in there. But
Yeah, I love Bojangles fries. I don't eat mayonnaise on anything though. But
I'm not
That
a
was
fry
my
guy.
cue to leave. The mayo on fries. That's
I'm saying, like, if I'm eating a chicken sandwich with mayo on it and it shit falls on my plate, I'll be, I'll take a fry and, like, you know.
I'm with that.
But-
I'm with that.
I don't like mayo at all.
oh man.
Dude, in Europe, they mix mayonnaise with ketchup.
Right.
They do it. I know
Wow.
people growing up that would do that. Yeah.
You ever,
Okay.
do you know what they call a cheeseburger in
France?
London? France.
Royale with cheese.
A Royale with cheese. A Big Mac? Was it a Big Mac in France?
Yeah, they call a Big Mac in France a Royale with cheese.
That sounds so much fancier, and
No,
I'd rather eat
fuck,
that
we
than
fucked it up. Quarter pounder with cheese.
Quarter pounder. Oh, okay.
They call a quarter pounder with cheese a Royale with
That's right,
cheese.
yeah. And then, like,
I'd rather eat that. It just sounds more
because they don't know.
appetizing. I don't know.
Do you know why?
Fancier.
Do you know why they call it a Royale with cheese, not a quarter pounder?
No.
Because they use the metric system. They don't know what the fuck a quarter pound means.
Yeah.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah. Murphy's podcast, baby. Yeah.
Voting me.
But
This is one of those. If you know, you know.
yeah, exactly. If you know, you know. You know, dude. If anyone listens to this episode,
Yeah.
it's like you know. We're making.
Today?
But do they know? And
know.
then it's like, what do you know? What do you know? Like Jay and I have this existential. I think it's the word he
Yeah,
uses.
yeah. Existential. Yeah. Crisis. Existential.
I think it's crisis. I just
Okay.
existentialism.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Existentialism.
What do you know? Like I have the philosophy. I don't know anything. I have no idea. I'm agnostic on everything. Because once you are like, nope, I know this, you're putting yourself in a box.
Yep.
Well,
tying
all you
yourself
know
to
is
an
what
idea.
you know.
I don't know anything. Because everything I thought I knew at one point, I was completely wrong. And once
You
I
know your
realized that,
name.
Does anybody really
I don't
know?
even own my name. That was given to me. And the only reason, I didn't pick my name.
Yeah.
You didn't pick your name. Right? You were born, and someone was like, we have to call you Michaela.
Isn't that wild?
And we didn't ask to be born.
Do you think
yeah.
should we
That we know of.
should we let kids grow up and then name themselves?
No.
No?
These kids would be named like
Uh,
Cheeseburger.
What's wrong
or
with that?
like,
Harley Poppy.
If you want to go buy cheeseburger,
I'm not calling anybody cheeseburger, but a cheeseburger.
all right, so what about this? Let's meet in the middle, right? We're going to call you, let's say you're born today. We'll call you Bob. After a certain age,
What's up, Bob?
this is like a quinceanera, whatever you want to call it. You're at a certain age, you pick your name.
That's
But we
dope.
all need to agree on what to call you. 'cause you
Naming
can't,
ceremony.
a naming ceremony, right? If you want to be called cheeseburger, cool. But if you want to be called cheeseburger, you better expect a reaction from people. Dude, that's the cheesiest name I've ever heard. Cheeseburger?
I'm Pop Tart.
You're gonna
Hi,
get
Pop-Tart.
roasted.
Okay, I guess
Yeah.
I would call somebody cheeseburger if it was on their birth, like,
Oh, their government document?
yeah, their.
Talking to libertarian, dog. Why do you have a document with a thing that's been assigned to you? That's crazy to me. Why do you have a birth certificate?
I don't know.
To
But I
certify
just-
you were born, you're here, dog. I don't have to certify it.
Right?
You're here.
as in like ID though.
Oh, you need an ID?
Well, like if you
Why?
like if you don't have an ID or like you lose your ID or whatever to prove that this was me, I need a new one
What's the point of a birth certificate? That's a good question.
What's the point of an ID?
to identify yourself.
Why do you need to identify yourself? You are who you
Because
are,
there's-
dog.
Well, no, like laws and stuff.
know
Yeah.
that.
Like
Oh,
you need.
It's a corporate
Laws.
government thing.
It's a
like-
way for
It's
them to
weird.
keep track of you.
Yes.
It's a system, dog,
System
and a
to
question
track you. Your
system.
Social security number, your birth certificate.
Why do we have a social security number?
Keep track of you.
Why do you have
It's
an
like-
ID? Like
Because cops are always asking for it. You have ID? Let me see your ID.
the Starship what Star Wars people.
Yeah.
What do you call the white dudes? Star Wars stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Oh, the government stormtroopers that are like, hey, show me that you can prove who you are. I don't even know what I am, bro. What do you? I can't prove any of this. But we assigned you something. Your parents worked in cahoots with the government to assign you this name and this date of birth and this number. You need to prove that you're this number. I'm like, bitch, I'm not a number. I'm not even my own name. You guys just call me Murph. You know, it's weird.
Dude, I'm for the criminal. Like, it's a weird thing to say, okay? But I'm for the criminals as long as it's not something like you hurt my family, stole, or
Don't steal, don't kill, don't rape children, don't rape at all.
But otherwise,
just
if a
mind your
cop-
business and
I'm for the person getting away, and I love it when like they give cops a fake name and,
Yeah.
and they can't figure out who they are. And if like someone ran by and was like, "Yo, bro, you never seen me? I wasn't here." I'm like, "Okay," and a cop comes by, I'll be like, "No, I haven't seen him," because I'm not for the system.
Yeah.
I'm not like down with. I'm not a slave. I don't want to be a slave
I
of the
remember
system.
being
You know what I'm
4
saying?
years old and a cop coming by when I lived in Michigan and asking if we've seen this guy go running by, and I saw him go running by.
You didn't
wasn't
rat him
really-
out.
I just didn't really care
All right,
enough. So when the cop asked me, I was like, I don't know what you're talking
All right,
about.
Not my problem, bro.
Exactly.
Don't involve me in this.
I was a little kid running around catching fireflies at the time. I did not care
All right,
about that dude.
so
and I
we
did
will
not
not-
care about that cop.
That's awesome, man. I trust you. I mean, if that's the real story, I trust you even more. We won't rat each other out.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah. That was
If it's
cool. I
not
don't know
my
what the fuck you're
business,
talking
It's
about.
exactly. It's
I
not my
think,
business.
I
I
think
don't
it
care
would just
enough.
depend if I saw like what happened. Like
Yes.
if you're gonna rob an old lady,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
bitch, I'm gonna
Yeah, if
I'm gonna
you're
say where
hurting
you
something.
went.
Context.
Yeah.
But
Context.
if like I didn't see you rob an old lady,
Well,
and that's what
Exactly.
happened, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't know.
like maybe he didn't do it.
Yeah, maybe
you
it was
know-
somebody else. Maybe it was something like you never know what the
Yeah.
situation is.
I think I need to not know before.
Mind your own business.
Like,
God
I'll
damn it. Yeah.
I'll say your
that's-
name if I see you doing something I don't find.
Yes. Dude, if I see
Acceptable.
any of y'all raping a child,
Well, of course.
I will snitch on you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm telling.
You
Sorry.
saw it with your own eyes.
Like,
yeah.
but if I don't have the context, it's not my
I'm
business.
for the criminal, bro. That's why I said I'm for the criminal.
And what is a criminal? A criminal is someone not obeying
I'm a
the law?
criminal.
Why do we have the like? Let's say he was jaywalking. Let's say Chef D was jaywalking. let's say someone was jaywalking, and then the cops come up and they're like, "Dude, have you seen this guy?" I was like, "What guy?" "Dude, you just walked across the street and there wasn't a walkway." I'm like, "Dude, who gives a fuck?" No, I haven't seen this guy. You know, but again, if they robbed an old lady, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, bro, he's right there."
Yeah.
You know, but also I think that boils down to moral standpoints too. You know,
Yeah.
that's your moral code. You have a moral code. Because some people, if they see someone rob an old lady, they would laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's kind of fucking
Or
crazy.
No, if I saw
some
that,
people
hell no,
would
I'm not-
go help. Some people would try to help the old lady. Some people try to help the robbers.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it just shows your personality.
Yeah, like you
right.
said, your moral. Yeah, it's your
It's your
moral
morals.
compass.
I mean,
Where your moral set.
If I saw that, that's different. I'm just saying, if, out of context, if I'm just standing there,
didn't
somebody,
know?
this guy robbed an old lady.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if
Maybe he
somebody
didn't.
Comes
I don't
up to
know.
me and is like, "Oh, this dude just beat an old lady," and I'm just
He deserves-
standing here. Nobody seems to be hurt. Nothing. Everything seems
Yeah.
fine in my vicinity. Yeah.
I'm not gonna think about it.
Yeah, it's not.
He deserves his day in court or something. I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
Look
Well,
at his karma.
Yeah.
Like,
It'll come around.
I like Dev's thing. Just mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, dude.
I like that.
I don't know. Did you see a guy run by? I don't know, dude. I'm not in a track meet, dude. I'm not paying attention to every dude that
Yeah,
runs.
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, you're a cop and you're the law. I don't know. But also, you know, it's kind of makes me think about.
I know.
It also depends the amount of people that are around too. All right, for example, right now, and this happened to me recently. If I drive by, I see someone broken down.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop.
I don't.
Not
stop.
90% chance I'm not gonna stop.
I feel bad
I
for
will
him.
never
I'm like,
stop.
oh, that sucks,
Yeah, I
dude.
saw that the other day.
Did you stop? No. All right, but
You might get killed, bro.
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not. Hey,
Raped
I
and
thought about
killed.
it, and I went through that process in my head. I was like, should I stop? I have the knowledge. I know how to fix cars, stuff like this. I'd probably get them back on the road in no
I
time.
gotta get to work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
I got
on
shit
my
to
way
do.
to do something. I've got stuff to do. Yeah, that's what it was.
Even if it's an old lady, I wouldn't stop because I'd be too scared that something will
a
happen to
trap
me.
or
You're gonna
Because
get-
I'm small.
You're gonna get
No.
eaten.
That's
You're
true
gonna
too.
get
That's something to
cannibalized.
be thoughtful of too.
I mean,
But also, if we were in the middle of a 20,000 acre field in Kansas,
and it was just you, and
just
that
you
one
on the
person,
road, and you see someone
something,
broken down,
you're gonna stop.
you're probably gonna stop.
I'm not gonna
Because
stop.
you know,
I'm gonna keep
when
driving.
I passed, I
Maybe
also
you,
thought,
yeah.
okay, there's other people
Okay, well,
like
y'all-
me that are gonna think, should I stop?
But
There's gonna be more than likely somebody
you
will
might,
eventually.
You might end up in a fucking barn somewhere, tied up and hanging from the roof, and like being like having your skin flayed off.
Yeah,
If it's somebody I
fucking
know,
knows?
then I'll stop.
that's different. Yeah,
But if it's somebody I don't know, no matter what, I will never stop
It also
unless I'm
always
with
depends on
somebody
the
else,
situation.
like my father, my brother,
They can figure
and
it out.
they agree to stop as well.
Mind your own damn business,
If
bro.
it
They
looks
can figure it out.
serious, if it looks like somebody could be hurt or injured, is about the only time I think I
I
would
don't
stop.
know.
Like a car accident or
Yeah,
something, you
like
see
if-
it in the
yeah.
back, and you're like, "Oh my god, nobody's stopping for these
yeah,
people. Are
exactly.
they okay?"
You know,
Yeah.
when I break
maybe.
down, I don't expect fucking some random people to stop and
No,
help. I figure it
not
out
at all.
myself. I do it myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll call someone if I need help.
yeah, I'm gonna call someone I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, you make me think about because you're right. You're a small human being. You stop, something bad could happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it just makes me think about what if you had protection?
Well, yeah, like I said, like if I was with my dad and he was willing to stop, and we both like had the same idea at the same
You
time.
had someone else with you.
Yeah,
What if
but
you had a gun on you?
That's
What if you had
exactly
a
what I was
fucking
about
to ask.
45?
Yeah. Like, do you have a
Python.
gun? Have you ever shot a gun?
yeah,
Okay. Do you have one? Do you own one?
no, I don't own one.
Okay.
But even then,
Would
I
you
still
stop if you had one?
Or at least
No.
mace or some shit.
For the
Bear
fact
spray.
You wouldn't
of-
take the chance of having to use it.
Well, even no, I wouldn't mind using it, but it's
But
the
if you
fact
could
of
prefer not to
somebody
use
can
it,
come up behind me while I'm trying to, because they can't do it themselves, right? And I have a gun or whatever protection I have, and I'm focused on fixing this
Yeah.
at
You're
the same
not gonna be
time.
paying attention if they came up behind you. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have enough time.
Or
to grab
if
the
somebody,
gun or
if they
whatever.
are waiting for somebody to stop, I'm fixing it. We get it fixed, and then there's another issue, and they actually have people on the way.
All right, I got a question.
'Cause- Yeah.
Well, now we're talking about guns and stopping whatever the fuck.
Whatever we're talking about. Yeah.
If you have a gun
Mm-hmm.
and someone has a knife and they're coming at you, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot them.
If I feel like my life's in danger,
Are you gonna? Well, my actual more question is, where are you gonna shoot them?
Their head.
Oh, there you
Jesus,
go.
You really believe in your
Cha-ching,
ability to
man.
aim.
Yeah.
Small target.
Well, a head exactly.
I'm gonna
yeah.
shoot
It should be like
multiple
what?
Yeah,
times.
exactly.
Should
That's
it be
what I'm
like
saying.
the core, the
I'm gonna
torso?
aim
That-
at
At the,
Just
the
general
biggest
vicinity.
target is the chest.
Well, I'm just glad she didn't say the fucking toe
Leg.
because I don't
Yeah,
want to kill
exactly.
them.
Well,
yeah,
no,
but
because
they
like
tell you like cops are trained to aim for the
Double-
chest because it's the biggest target.
Yeah, 2 in the chest, 1 in the head, or
Yeah,
some shit like that.
That's to make sure they're dead. Yeah.
But like
Jesus.
a lot of people
Yeah,
are like,
that's zombie land.
do you ever see like
Yeah, exactly.
you see those comments if you watch a video like a police shooting video or whatever, and you look at the comments and like, why did they
kill
shoot him in
him?
the ankle or the knee? Dude?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Because that's the least.
I'm worried about my life.
That's
lethal
exactly right.
injury.
And that's the only time you should use a gun. Period.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
worried about your life or someone, like it doesn't have to be someone you know.
Yeah.
If I see a stranger and someone else pulls a gun on them, like bro, I might have to save this fucking guy, dude.
yeah,
Regardless of the
it's happened.
context.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm right there with
I've
you.
seen
I'm like, dude, you're gonna about to kill this other guy. Like I don't believe in murder. I don't believe in killing people.
Doesn't matter what it
at
is.
all.
Yeah.
Right, but he's about to take another life.
And I'm gonna, dude, I gotta help my fellow human.
Take a life to save a life, right?
Yeah, and it sucks. Like the Buddhist part of me is like, two wrongs don't make it right. Cool, you're gonna kill someone so they don't kill someone. You're not the one killing someone until you kill someone.
Well, they're responsible because they're the ones who's doing it.
And they need to take accountability for
Yeah,
their own actions. And the accountability is if you're gonna pull a gun on someone,
Yeah,
You're taking accountability by either
you just
getting
fucked up.
shot.
getting
You just
yourself.
forfeited your right to live, bro.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't only hurt anybody unless like they're coming at me phically trying to hurt me.
And it's so
Like,
funny. So sorry.
No, like
yeah.
it's just scary.
It's so funny because everything we're talking about, again, goes back to morals. It comes back to some kind of, whether it's written or not, whether you believe anything or not, we're talking about having some kind of moral code, right? And then my
Yeah.
question is, where does that come from?
Hmm.
Where does that come from?
Something you've just learned to grow up with. Like you see other people. Like I guess like it has to do with like your heart and how
yeah.
you feel. Like I was at Bucky's one night driving home. It was dark. Bucky's super lit up.
When
Well,
Florence?
yeah, and I'm getting gas, and I see this old lady who works at Bucky's holding like bags or whatever, walking like she's getting off, and she just had to keep stopping and leaning on like trash cans and stuff. And it hurt me because I was like, this old lady like clearly needs help. I'm not just gonna go back in my car. And I was like, hey, like, do you need me to walk these bags to your car with you? She was like, oh, would you mind like taking my keys, grabbing my car for me, and just pulling up? And I was like, sure. because it hurt too much for me to see this old lady like clearly in pain.
Oh,
Suffering,
you know,
struggling.
but like, yeah, because
you have empathy.
well, yeah, I think it's just because my parents have always like pastors and stuff. They give back like whatever we get from the church. We give back to the people at the church. Like
I would laugh at her.
I would steal her car. You give me your keys. I'm out of here.
I'm kidding. I'm
it
kidding.
was-
A lot of people
it was
would.
it was kind of
Yeah,
crazy
exactly.
because I hopped in her
kidding.
car, turned it on, and the music was blasting out loud, like literally.
What kind of music? What kind of music?
Like
Christian
scream music.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and I was
Jesus.
like, at that point, I was like, oh my god,
probably like
I
rock
might
music.
die.
I might wreck her car.
But yeah,
I
as long
think-
as
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
safe, I'll do anything.
I think like okay, I'm like big on energies.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to that. Like when I think about it, where mine comes from, I feel like mine's part of my energy, my aura, my energy, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
my chakras, whatever.
I got two
you call
questions,
that.
right? Because again, I don't know. I
agree with
theorize that energy, whatever we call that aura. I think that's God.
Yeah,
Like a
exactly.
conscience?
That's what I.
I think it's God. But whatever
That's
you want to call it.
That's what feeling ties me to my belief of God. That's what.
Whatever that is.
I believe
they're
in-
intertwined in my mind. That's what.
I
ties
believe
us
in
together.
God.
I believe in God.
I believe in God.
Like we can't define it because we're
Yeah.
chimpanzees. Like we're
But I
just
believe
stupid
there
monkeys.
is a higher power.
Whatever that is.
I believe
Whatever
in
it is, yeah.
God, the Holy Spirit, and then Jesus, like God's son.
Oh,
And I believe
Holy
in
roller,
that.
there you go, dude.
I was
Yeah,
raised
I'm
Southern
talking to the right
Baptist,
dude right
so
here.
that's
We need
what
like monk music or something.
I believe in the Holy Spirit being your conscience, though.
Okay.
So like
That makes sense.
what like you're feeling, it's telling you what's good and what's right.
Okay.
It's pointing you in the more humane like option, which would be good, and then the less humane option, which would be bad.
Okay. So we're all right. Are you natural? All right. Is that instilled in you since the day you're born?
No, I think humans are born bad, bro.
I think we're born all in evil.
Have you ever seen that? Like a kid, that's why we have to teach kids how to be good. When you're a kid, you just do whatever. You smack your sister, you steal something, and you have to say, no, you don't do that. I don't know. What do you
I
think?
think
That's
we're-
interesting, right?
I think
is.
we have
I
a
think,
choice.
yeah,
I think
there's a balance.
well,
Like,
yeah, and it goes back
it's-
to like how I feel about religion. Like I believe
it's all
like
about survival.
the Adam and Eve thing.
When I think about it, I think it's just the mind
Yeah.
of a child. They're just going on autopilot and
Yeah.
survival mode is the way I think about it. So when they do something bad, they don't necessarily think, "Oh, that was bad. I shouldn't do that."
They don't really.
They're just
yeah.
thinking, "Oh, I'm just doing what I'm doing."
But as parents, you have to like drill in them.
Correct.
Don't
that.
do this.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's fucking
so
interesting,
I
dude.
think
We're not
you
like born
are
perfect and
born-
good.
Yeah. No, I think
Okay.
you are born with good,
Yeah, sure.
but I don't think we're purely
We're fallen
good.
or something.
Yeah. No,
I think you decide because I can
Yeah.
go decide to rob a bank right now,
Right,
but I'm
yeah.
not going to because I don't believe
Right.
that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm
I don't.
not, you know.
There's so many things about this dude.
I was
No,
gonna say,
okay.
it's
Like,
so,
what's keeping you from doing it? Because it's against the law.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
what if murder
so
was legal? What if
nuanced.
everything was
It's like,
legal?
Yeah, we talked about this last episode.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think about like okay, well
We talk
somebody
about
else can
killing.
be thinking about that, but that could be my bank. Would I want that to happen?
Or your money's in that bank. Or some
Yeah,
shit.
or like like for example, like robbing
bank's
somebody.
insured.
Like,
Be all right.
oh,
I don't know, man.
what if somebody came up and robbed me?
Well, this happened in Spain, right? So what happened? I think it was Spain.
yeah.
Remember this? We talked
That
about this
was
on
an
Culture
early
Council. Yeah, episode 8 or whatever the fuck. This lady,
yeah,
I think it was in Spain,
crazy, dude.
right?
Oh, if we had a producer, boom, pull it up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, exactly. You know, but
Okay.
this lady in Spain, I think it was Spain. Don't quote me,
Yeah,
but
something like
wherever this fucking was, some foreign
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
The banks are collapsing. It's like right after COVID, the banks ran out of money, right? Let's say you have 100K in your bank. This is why I don't trust banks. And then you go to your bank and you're like, hey, I need 5K out of my bank. And they're like,
Give me my money.
sorry, no.
They've already loaned your money off to somebody else.
And that person can't pay it back, the bank's default, and then they're expecting the government, which is us and our taxpayer money, to bail them out.
Yep. But
So
What-
now
what
you can't
government
get your
doesn't
money.
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
What if the bank won't give you your fucking money?
It's
And what
robbing
what
it.
happened?
She went up and stuck up the entire bank, and she got her.
Well, it's
But she just
robbing
wanted her
other
money.
people.
She just wanted her money, right?
What's that?
she worked her.
She's like,
worked
"Give
for
me
that
my
money.
motherfucking money."
My money. I earned that.
And robbing is wrong. I think we all agree stealing is wrong.
I hate thievery.
But you're
It's
only
like up there
taking
with
what
the
is
worst.
yours.
Yeah.
So is that really wrong?
I don't know. It was cool as
Maybe
fuck.
the way she went about it was wrong, like you said,
Yes.
because of the law.
guess.
But who's to say that was wrong?
Maybe she needed a dude. Maybe she needed to fucking buy baby formula or something.
Maybe her mom is on
She needs it for her last chemo treatment. She's about to
Exactly.
die. Or, yeah, you never
Well, that's
know.
when I think
Like you said, a
stealing
baby
is
could need
semi
something,
okay
malnutrition
to
or
an
something.
extent.
I think you can make that argument for any sin.
Well,
Like murder's wrong. But if someone's about to kill y'all, I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah.
You know
Doesn't
what?
mean I'm right.
I hate stealing.
Doesn't make murder any better, but that
I think things are the
your
lowest of the low.
actions were justified at least for a reason. You did it to save somebody else.
Like, I think thieving is the worst thing. But even with that, I can make a concession. You're poor as fuck. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You don't have enough money, and your baby's fucking hungry.
Yeah.
I could see them going to CVS and stealing a fucking baby formula,
Right.
or Pampers or some shit. I give a concession to that, even though I think stealing is like the highest thing that I hate.
I think it
Stealing from
depends
people.
on how.
But it's from
okay.
a company though, too. You know, so to me, it's like fuck companies, bro.
In my head,
don't
I'm
know.
thinking like, okay, well,
do you what do you
once-
guys think
okay,
about that?
but-
Is it okay to steal for your kid? Could you get?
I
Formula.
would
depends.
find
Are
that
you trying to
acceptable, yeah.
earn money,
Damn.
or are you just stealing because it's easier to then work for it and take care
Well,
of your child?
I think if your life is, because maybe you should man up, get fucking 3 jobs, so you can afford it. But I'm just imagining a scenario where they don't, I don't know, man. People, you gotta be responsible for your own life. I've never stole shit since I was like 5, 6.
Right.
Things, but just in my mind, like my empathy side is like, oh man, they stole Pampers, bro. They didn't go steal fucking 40s.
Ferrari.
In a-
Yeah,
if I'm thinking like in a mother's standpoint, if my child is in need, yeah, I guess I would do anything for him, but I wouldn't want to give my child, like personally, if I had a child,
Sound like the soundboard. Damn, I think we're pissing God off talking about this.
but I wouldn't want to give my child something that I had to do wrong for, and then they're like, oh, well, I can get by if I have a child, or if I have to take care of somebody, or if I need to, like if I become sick, and then they're taking care of me for a little bit, oh, I'm just gonna go steal this because I can't, you know?
You know, that's a good point, dude. That's a very good point. Because here's the thing, right? Let's say you're desperate. Your baby needs Pampers. You're going to go steal Pampers. Now you're setting the example.
For that child.
Because maybe, I think people need hardship. Sorry, daughter and son. You're going to have to shit your fucking pants.
That's what I'm saying too.
And
Or
you have to
like-
overcome it, learn how to change your own shit.
I went through incredible hardships when I was young, and like I said, I could have turned out way worse, but I think because of those hardships, it turned me into the person I am. Like, I wouldn't be the same without those.
I feel like Dev and me are similar, or all of us, maybe all of us.
yeah.
Where like, no matter how bad my life gets, I'm not gonna fuck over another human being.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out somehow.
Yeah. Even
I'm not
people
gonna
that have really screwed me over, I don't really feel the need to screw
Damn,
them
yeah,
over.
that's very high character, dude.
Like, I
That's
just,
very high character.
like,
It's not Machiavellian, but it's high character. Where like, even if someone screwed you over, you still like
I've had
leave them alone.
people screw me over, and I can't say that I haven't been like, oh, would like to get them back, but I've never actually like really followed through with anything like that.
I think it just
you know?
depends on what it is again.
Yeah,
like
it
I
is
think
always the situation too.
All right, let me ask you guys this. Because this was...
Like we had somebody burn our house down when I was a kid.
okay, well,
We
I'd
know
get
how it
mad for
happened,
that.
and they
But I wouldn't
blamed it
hurt somebody over
They
it.
did. They left a candle on the bed, but they did it on purpose.
Oof.
And
Tell you what.
I'd heard their plan about it, and I knew it was going to happen. And I told my parents, I was like, well, I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I knew he was like planning on doing something because I knew he was mad at my parents, so they were kicking him out and everything. So I knew something was going to happen. We went on vacation.
I bet you that person.
He's dead now.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
There you go.
that leads me to my question,
go.
right?
Yeah.
Because we're talking about God, morals, right and wrong in a sense. You guys believe in karma. Some religions believe in karma, some don't.
I think there's something to it.
Okay.
I think it's just because like what you put out in life, man.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily karma. I think it's again with energies.
I don't think it's like a real thing,
Everything
karma
has
going
an
around.
equal or opposite reaction. Like, what
well,
is that?
I
It's like
think if you
Einstein.
do
Yeah.
bad,
You
you
kinda get what you
attract
put out,
bad.
Right, exactly.
If I go do drugs with a crack addict, then I'm gonna attract other people
There
who
you
do
go.
crack, and then I might start doing crack, and then I might I don't know,
You're gonna bring that.
fuck my drug dealer for
lifestyle
crack, and
around
then
you.
You're gonna go steal for crack. You're gonna
And
go
then-
murder for crack.
yeah, exactly.
Suck
I
dick
think
for crack.
you attract bad. Like if I do bad to one person, I'm not saying that something bad's gonna happen to me, like guaranteed, but I'm sure that something of that sense is gonna bring like there's
Damn.
consequences
That's
to it.
deep. Yeah, that's what I'm
All right,
thinking.
because there's also this
thinking.
theory that, Deb brought up energy, Kayla brought up consciousness.
Chakras, yeah.
I'll bring up whatever God is, right? Whatever you want to call it. If I do bad to another human being, am I doing bad? I think I'm doing bad to that energy.
God or
Yeah,
What do you mean?
and you're really doing bad to yourself.
Yeah, which because you are God, or you are.
You're
this
part of
energy,
it.
You're
You're
part of it. Yeah.
No, you're. I think all of us. Let's say God's 100%.
God.
I am 0.1% God.
Exactly.
And if I do bad to the other 0.1% God, I'm not doing bad to myself. I'm doing bad to the thing that made me.
I think, yeah.
You,
I
made
wouldn't say
you
I'm
you.
God, but I would say I'm a creation of God.
Yeah.
And if I do something
we're-
bad to another
we're a
person,
part of him,
it's another
yeah.
creation of God. God created you too.
Yeah.
You know, so
And not to be devil's advocate, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
funny,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know
do
me.
it.
What if there is no God?
yeah.
And I think we all
I love it.
I think everyone in this
do it.
room agrees that there's something bigger than us.
Yeah.
There's some reason we're here for some reason.
But-
Fuck knows.
Again, my
We
philosophy
could
is
all
I
be
don't know.
wrong. Yeah.
What if
there's
we're
no
all
God-
wrong and there's no
What,
God?
yeah, what if we all have this feeling
How about-
that we think there's a God, but we
It's bullshit.
don't?
What if we're in a
think it's-
cult?
Yeah, it's just this feeling.
Then I'm just gonna blow past all my barriers of morals and empathy and just go do what the fuck I want. 'Cause
Maybe
there's
that's
no
leveling
repercussions,
up.
bro.
Maybe in a way that's leveling up. Maybe it's like you're living in a fear, and maybe if you
Level
go
up.
do what you want to do without
Oh,
will.
I'm gonna be punished by Daddy God.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't do this because I have
Daddy God's gonna
morals.
punish me.
Right.
Fuck that. I'm gonna go do what I want to do. Get mine.
That's
Maybe-
exactly
Don't you
right.
make your
But
morals?
I can't do that, dude.
I think.
can't do that.
I think. I
Morals
think
make
you're.
you.
Ooh. Oh.
Do you,
Like, how are
or
they
do your morals make you?
Oh. That's
You know what I'm
good.
saying? Like, how are they? Like, I think you grow up learning them, but I think like you choose what morals you take in.
I agree. I agree with that.
So
I agree. I agree. I agree.
I
100%.
think you hold yourself back.
Some people believe. How do I rephrase this? I'm not getting into a specific topic. Some people believe very strongly in an idea that they think is right, and other people believe that's the worst idea you can do. I know I'm being very vague here. The point I'm making is okay.
Okay. Like for example, some people like thinking voting for Joe Biden was the greatest thing in the world, and
Right.
then others are like, no,
it's
this
the
is going
worst
to bring
thing.
the
Stupidest thing
downfall
in
of
the world.
America.
Right, and they're both basing that vote off of morals.
Exactly.
Right, off of their values,
values,
like
yeah.
like whatever they believe in. And then going back to what you were saying, do you make your own morals, or can you be propagandized into believing certain things are right and certain things are wrong? Like do and again,
All
I
your
don't know.
life, You have people telling you things
is
are
right.
right and things are wrong.
Is there a
Well, I
universal
think it goes
good?
back to like having a conscience of
How about-
what feels right and what
was about to
feels
say,
Oh,
there
what
is-
feels? You're going off of feelings. Fifis.
I think no matter what, you're going
Fifis.
off of feelings because I can say that
about-
people don't like gay people because of blah blah because they feel like it's bad or it's wrong or they get this weird feeling and you get what I'm
Gross.
saying? I know,
But
right?
like, dude, but what about moral relativism? So like cultures, like the left is like, oh, respect all cultures' morals. Like, oh, it's okay if a 9-year-old gets married in Islam because that's their culture.
That's their culture.
But that's moral relativism. But do you
Yeah.
think there's like a set in stone, like a right and a wrong? You know?
All right,
Is there a right and a wrong in the universe?
all right,
don't
all right.
know,
I got you,
dude.
Jay.
Okay.
All right, around the table.
Okay.
Do you guys believe in good? Do you think good exists?
Yeah. Yes and no. I think it just depends on. Because I think that being good is like standard. We expect
There's a-
like
Standard.
yeah, because people like when you grow up, everybody's like, oh, treat people how you want to be treated.
Dude,
you expect
that's
them
the
to
golden rule right
already
there.
yeah, you expect people to already be good to
If
you.
everyone did that, the world would be great.
So then you're good to them. That's like standard.
Okay, all right. Before I get to you, Dave, because I'm coming around to you, so think about this. Let me piggyback off what you're saying. Would you consider standard the same as average? The average, the standard. This is the average.
like,
this is
I
the
mean,
standard. but that can move up and down, right? And that whole philosophy I used to believe in: treat people how you would like to be treated. I disagree, and here's why. I think some people you need to be tougher on some people. You need to be softer on some people.
But you can say something like I can say that well, his hair's too long or whatever.
Yeah.
You look ugly with it. Not saying that's true at all, but I'm saying like that doesn't mean that you take.
My hair was ugly.
Is that how you want to be treated? Someone coming up to you, be like,
Well,
"Hey."
who's to say that I think that's good or bad?
Exactly.
Like I could
That's
take
right.
that like, oh, I'm trying to give him advice. This is how I know how to say it because I don't know other way to put it.
That's fine because that happened to me growing up. Oh, I'm fucking off on the job. Someone gets in my shit, makes me feel bad about what I was doing, and then I change my ways and start doing good.
But did they mean it as in like?
No, they were trying to.
Yeah.
And
help me
also,
out.
I think it also depends on how much you value that person's opinion. If
Reading
someone
people.
comes up to me, it's like, "Murphy, your hair's too long. You look ugly in it." Why do I
Fuck
give a
them, dude.
fuck?
No.
Why do I
But
give a
if-
fuck what
if
you
Jay
say?
would have came up
That's
and say
stupid,
that
dude.
to you, you're gonna take that into consideration.
I
a lot
would.
more.
Doesn't mean I would listen.
Right,
I'd be
but
like,
you would
okay,
take it into
this
consideration
dude,
more than you would some
might-
random person.
Right.
He might be a little bit offended by that
No,
or a little hurt
no.
by that.
I want you guys. I want everyone I know and love to be honest with me.
Like
Yeah,
I already
exactly,
know I need
yeah.
to shave. I don't need someone telling me.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
fucking know I need to cut my hair and shave and
Right.
whatever.
Hey, I say
If
do what
it's
you want to
something
do.
that
towards
is
that,
going to better me. I would rather you tell me that than spare my
Well,
feelings.
more like you got a booger hanging out of your nose, or you got toilet paper hanging off your pants, or something like that. If you're not
Right.
aware of it, hey man, I don't want you to go out there like that, dude. You're looking
yeah.
embarrassing.
And I would rather
That's-
that
right.
than you try
Yes.
to spare my feelings.
But what if I want a booger to be hanging in my nose?
You want that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. Just letting you know,
Hey,
dude.
thanks for letting me know, dude. I put that there.
Yeah, that's my style. I'm
You
trying to go with.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, treat people how you want to be treated, right?
I don't agree with that saying. I want.
Well, it's an
to
interesting
verify
saying.
that, though.
It's a saying,
For a
right? It's
reason.
a
Yeah.
saying,
But
right?
That's a saying, but it's almost really relative.
Yeah.
Because it depends on who it
on
is.
the person.
why it's
Because
Like,
I want people to
very
treat me
subjective.
hard. dude.
Exactly.
People like we live in a soft society. I think people need
People
to be
wanna be
treated
called.
harder.
Yeah.
I think maybe that saying is more like there's like a point to that saying where it's not like everybody however they feel because everyone's different, right?
I think
Yeah.
that's how
Maybe,
people
maybe it
make
just
them feel
means like
better.
you don't. Well, I think of it as like I don't want to be stolen from. I don't want to be murdered, and I don't want to be raped. Like basic things, you know, like. But all that other shit is more like interpersonal things, like trying to, you know what I mean? Like treat people how you want to be treated. I want to be like you welcome guests, treat them nicely into your home. I don't know, or give someone a smile and say, "Hey, how's it going?" You know what I mean? But like you're talking about things that's more like a different. It's like a different category, I guess. to me.
Maybe I'm off topic,
No,
right?
no, no.
Like
I just think it's like different category. Like just a lot of people are fucked up in the head, and so maybe my maybe I need tough love or whatever it is.
or maybe some people need to be softer. You know,
I think treat people how you want to be treated is like just a basic.
I think it's for
basic
kids
thing.
to understand,
Basic thing.
like, so
Don't
that
be
they're not.
mean.
Well, yeah, but so they're
No,
not
Don't
so
do something to somebody you
insecure.
wouldn't
Yeah,
want done to you.
Right. Yeah. It's like a basic
like,
thing.
I didn't help that lady to talk about it. Like I helped her because like I wouldn't have told anybody about that if.
You just blew it. You
it
just
didn't
blew
come
it.
up in conversation.
You just-
Yeah,
you
that's
just
what I'm
did it.
saying.
You just blew
Murphy's
it.
podcast.
You just did.
But like I don't.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not saying that stuff to make me look like a good person.
Right,
Like
right. It's not like you're going around with a sign. Hey, I
do
helped
that,
this
dude.
old lady.
yeah,
People
or
do
like
that.
so
Yeah.
that somebody does that for me because
Right.
like I don't
Or
expect
somebody
that
to
of
feel-
anybody.
Make you like think you're better than somebody else over that.
I bet Mick will know because like you're a Christian or you're into God. Okay, you know, like in the Bible it says,
I know exactly
You got
what you're
rewards
about
and
to
you get
say.
rewarded in heaven for what you do. But if you boast about it here, that's
You
what.
won't be rewarded.
Yeah,
in the
because you're
afterlife.
boasting about it here, you're gonna get your whatever
It's like all
here.
these big preachers
So-
and stuff that talk
Yeah.
about how they've changed people's lives and all this.
Or
and
like
that.
say you do something nice because that's what Kayla's talking about right now. Like if you do something nice for someone, you go around bragging about it. You want people to pat you on the
Well,
shoulder.
it doesn't make it good anymore.
Ju-
It ruins the value of
'Cause of
what you
selfishness.
did.
You know
Yeah.
why?
Selfishness.
Still did a good thing.
You still did a good thing, but you
did a
didn't
nice
do it
thing.
for them.
You wanted the
did
credit
it for you.
to feel good about it and
It's
have people look
ego.
at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ego, bro. And
So-
I hate.
But did I do it for me?
We all do
No,
it.
you didn't.
Well,
You did it to help the old lady. At least my understanding of the context.
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Well, yeah,
conversation.
because I guess I did do it for me, but I also did it for her. Because
Yeah,
I didn't want to
because
see
you
her
didn't-
suffer anymore.
yeah.
But I
No, you
didn't
did it
want to
for her.
hurt anymore
Yeah.
because it hurt my feelings that nobody would
But
help
that's,
her.
that's
didn't go
that's
to-
not really ego.
you didn't go to the
that's-
radio station and be like,
that's
"Yo, I want to tell you guys what I did. It's a really good thing."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not
okay.
really ego. That'd
But it'd be like if you can do something really good for someone and not tell anybody about it, that is amazing.
Is that
I think
good?
that values you
I
as
think
a
it is, dude, because like
good or
I've
bad
given-
person.
I've given money to homeless people, and I'm putting it out there right now, and I've talked about it before, and so putting it out there is gonna like kind of take away from that, and I know that, but I'm trying to make a point where a homeless guy hungry is like, "Yo, man, you got a few bucks," and you give him $20 or whatever, and you feel good about it. You're like, "Oh man, I'm glad I was able to help him out."
Yeah.
But if you go around just telling everybody about it,
Yeah,
now
but you still did that
you
good
did it,
thing.
you did it, but now I don't know. It's a Christian thing.
It diminishes the value of the action because now you're making it about you.
Oh, dude, you're awesome. 'Cause
Oh,
people-
thank you guys.
No, you're-
Worship me. I did a good deed.
Exactly.
That's what people are trying to do. They want to feel good about
They
themselves.
want that validation.
All right,
So anyway,
Dev. Does good exist? Is good a thing? Is this a thing? Like what is good? Does good exist?
I think it's subjective. Like I think it's your perception. Like everybody has a different, like what you said, like a baseline of good. Like
is it good
everybody-
to eat people?
I mean, I wouldn't think so.
But what if there's a tribe in somewhere who
I'm
eats
sure
people?
there is. Yeah.
Okay.
And they probably think like they're like it's probably part of their normal lifestyle.
It's off your beliefs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all, yeah.
What you believe.
What do you believe?
What about
And
like Islam
and that goes back to like what Murph said with like propaganda and stuff. Is it because of
being
all the
propagandized?
propaganda and everything you've seen throughout your life, or like what is it that creates those beliefs, those morals, and the values?
What if in Afghanistan or something? I don't even know if this is true 'cause I've never been there. But hypothetical. What if like when a girl's 9 years old, she'll be married off to the new tribe, older tribes member to be his wife? Is that just that's okay? Because that's just how they
mean-
do things. I don't know. I'm trying to figure these.
Me
I want
too,
to press
yeah.
that. In like,
I don't know. Like I don't know enough about it to like.
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to give an opinion. Like
All right.
There's some basic good, right? Is there some
All right.
basic good?
Without an explanation, does good exist? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Me, I don't know. Right?
I don't.
But if good exists,
I don't
If
know.
I had to,
I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
I would bet yes.
If I had to go to Vegas and then gamble, I would say yes.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm.
And if
saying.
you
what
think,
about- No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think you know where I'm going
Well, I was
with
going to
this.
ask you the opposite
please.
question.
Yeah.
Does
if
evil exist?
Does evil exist?
Yeah.
Okay. So, with explanation,
If
if
good
you want.
exists, evil has to. Is the way I think about it.
So
For one to exist, the other has to.
I agree. You know, if we're all in common agreement that there's whatever good is, which maybe we can't define because of the expectations and
Maybe good is God.
beliefs.
Maybe good is. We don't know what it is. Maybe. Yeah.
evil must exist. And then my question would be, where does each one of these things come from?
All right. What is
Right.
good and evil?
Right? Where do these things come from? Because we talked about energy and consciousness and whatever my theory of God
Your
is.
beliefs.
Your beliefs.
Well,
But where
I'm
do those
gonna
come from? Yeah.
look at the world completely differently than other people would, unless they have the same beliefs. But even as a Christian, I have different beliefs than other Christians.
Can you have a belief that is fundamentally, maybe not even provable, but is fundamentally probably not true? Like the purple flying spaghetti monster. And let's say
People think like there's a religion people believe Google is God,
yeah.
and I highly doubt God is Google, but they say, oh, God, Google knows everything.
I don't know.
I think people agree on basics. The basics. An innocent person getting tortured to death. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's or an innocent animal getting like hurt. Everyone's gonna be like, yes. Nah. But if you want to get into details about trans and left, right, whatever, then that gets more like fucking like ridiculous.
Even being gay.
But everyone,
right?
yeah.
You know, not to make it anything. I don't give a fuck. You're gay.
No, but
I don't give a shit.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really affect me.
for years, people looked down on that like that was a bad thing.
Well,
All right, let me play devil's advocate.
Why?
is
I
it?
think it affects societies.
Is it a bad thing?
It does affect societies. You know why?
Because children.
Yeah, as I
Because
said,
children.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
children.
how are you going to have a future
Why do
without
you
babies
think
being
there's
born?
If everyone's gay,
There's
we're
less
dead.
Gen Z kids having like
But-
babies now. Millennials, Gen Zs are having less and less kids.
Yeah.
The way that I think of it is like, I don't really plan to ever have kids.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that I won't.
Like view it that way. Too.
Yeah, but if I do, I'd adopt.
Yeah.
So, like, whoever, and I think this also goes on to me being adopted, like, children in need, their parents can't take care of them, bad situation. Okay, well, that kid needs love or needs someone to take care of them.
Right.
Like, even, like, foster.
Yeah.
Like, being a foster parent.
Would you do
without even adopting.
Would you do in vitro fertilization?
Like if Jay was like, hey,
Well, you want
I'm not
my
gonna sex
stuff?
with you, but you know, you
I'll
can
give
have
you
my stuff.
I can't.
That'd be
I don't
dope
want
as
to be
fuck.
pregnant.
Okay, you don't want to be pregnant.
That-
Okay.
I don't want to be pregnant. But if I
Which I
did want to be
understand.
pregnant,
I don't
then
either. It's
then I
horrifying.
probably,
Let me ask you this: why don't you want to be pregnant?
number one, I can't see myself pregnant.
But-
I don't
Painful.
I can't
know.
see
You
being
might
pregnant.
like it though.
But-
Be cute.
But
Be cute.
Let
Little
me ask you
baby,
this.
baby bump.
Hormones are going to change completely. You may like it. If
Baby
you got
bump.
pregnant. You never
all right,
know.
Well, I don't want my hormones to change.
yeah, it sounds
Sort of thing.
crazy.
Yeah.
And
Well-
all right, there's always the argument of, oh, women having birth is very similar. Again, I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying this is what people say. Women having birth is very similar to men getting kicked very hard in the balls.
Hmm.
And we will never be able to understand.
No.
But
Nope.
I've been kicked very hard in the nuts,
Probably worse than that, dude.
and I don't know.
People's
'cause here-
assholes can rip from giving birth.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes.
that
Right.
child, people can die
Dude,
from
and-
giving
yeah.
birth.
You know-
Right?
Yep.
Hear me out, though. Hear me out. I've never been kicked in the balls and been like, wow, I want to do that again.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do that 5 more times.
Women have more babies. They're like,
women
okay,
get pregnant again.
That
you're like,
happened, but I'm going to do that again.
I don't think it's
That's an
the
amazing
fact that
thing
they
that women do
want
it.
to go through
No,
that pain
that's
again.
not
It's
it.
the
But
fact
they're
of
willing to go through it to have another child.
Yeah.
well,
That's an amazing-
epidermal
A
was
man is not going to be
numb.
willing to go through getting kicked in
No,
the
we're
nuts.
not made. We're not made like
but,
that. We're not
all right,
made
Dev.
like that.
All right, Dev. Let's say I was like, dude, I'm gonna kick you in the nuts as hard as I can.
But you get $10 million.
No, you get a
You
child.
get a kid.
You have a kid. You have a life form.
We're not built like
I would do that.
I don't know.
I
would
also
do that.
I think women have a higher pain threshold in some ways.
They
Right.
typically do.
I don't think it's
Like, it's
only
scientific.
that though.
'Cause guys
I
are
think it's
babies. We're babies.
thinking,
I'm
think about
sick.
being pregnant, like having a child, with you for 9 months. Someone you're with all the time. That's a part of you now.
Okay.
So then,
Oh, dude.
All right, hear me out. Not to cut you off,
Yeah.
right? Let me spin it. Imagine having someone with you for 9 months. That's a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fucking rad.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of
You'll
sounds
love
kind
that-
of sick.
But it's
You'll
like
love
in a
that thing more than
connection,
anything
like-
ever in your life.
so, like real shit. If a baby's not breathing, sometimes most hospitals they'll do is like the mothers will take off their shirt and it will be skin to skin because it will help
Yeah,
them.
bonding.
Yeah, because they're like physically, like their heartbeat calms them down and everything like that, and it can help make the baby
It, like,
survive.
raises your serotonin and whatever.
Yeah, because it's like they're connected. So I think also with having that connection, like as a mother, they're like, when the child grows up, that connection's slowly being lost, and I feel like sometimes women are deprived of that. You know, and I feel like sometimes they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna have another kid, not only because they want another child, but because they're deprived of that feeling of a connection with this.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a breakup.
I know a lot of men, right? Well, all right. Let me backtrack. I know a lot of young boys, and they're mama's boys, right? And they
mama
grow
boys.
up. They're becoming a man. They don't need to rely on mommy and daddy anymore.
Mama boys.
And now the young man, it's our time to leave the tribe. Go out on your own. You know.
Yeah.
And the moms are like, no, I'm losing my shit because now I have to give up my baby boy to go out and become his own person.
Me anymore.
And you're right.
It's like
a
empty nest syndrome.
it's
too.
emptiness,
Yeah,
you know.
empty nest.
and they can't fill the void with anything other than their child who's now grown enough where they're not relying on you anymore.
This is part of life.
But
It's
again,
life,
it goes
dude.
back to that what I said earlier. They're making the choice to bring that child in. That's not that child's choice. you're bringing this child
Dude,
into this situation.
I got a chick kid, and it wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
I mean, I didn't make the choice to
You
have a
made
kid.
the choice
dude.
to have sex
Yes, I did.
unprotected.
Yes, I
You
did.
knew that was going to be a consequence.
Thank you, Dev. Thank you, Dev. All right, but also, all right, let me play some Black Mirror shit right here. You know, because Dev's brought this up, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't choose to be here. How do you know that?
Yeah, maybe you did.
Maybe in another dimension. Maybe we're hooked up to a computer, and we're like, dude, I'm gonna get myself in
is
this
a simulation.
Grand Theft Auto fucking
I'm going
video
in,
game,
bro.
and I'm not gonna remember that I put myself in the simulation.
Yeah,
How do we know we didn't choose to be here?
it's true. Like we don't know that.
That goes
don't.
back to the conversation
But
we had the
back
other
to
night.
beliefs. Like,
My mom.
The
believes in
only-
that.
Dev
the
believes that we
only
didn't
thing.
choose to be here.
yeah.
My belief is I don't know.
My mom believes that she's in the really, really new age shit. She thinks that we knew each other before we came here, and we chose each other for a reason.
Maybe she's right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. That's
Or
what
maybe she's completely 100% wrong. That's
Maybe.
batshit crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know. Can't prove it.
Yeah.
I can't prove it either way.
How am I gonna? Yeah.
I'm here to find out, though.
Yeah.
I'm
I would
do
love to
my
find
best,
out.
Yeah.
But you know what sucks?
Dev, maybe you choose this life. Maybe you chose this life.
Maybe you did.
Maybe I chose this life.
Maybe I did
Maybe
too.
maybe I went through multiple lives, and I
Maybe.
went through, and I was like, okay, this was not working.
And dude, this is one of my favorite
This one's
topics.
boring.
Yeah, but this one,
This is my favorite
I
topic.
did well in this one. I met good people.
What if you
I
were?
had good relationships.
What if you were a king in,
Let's get back to
this
that.
life? In this life, you need to have a hard, or
in
you know,
order to
I
be
don't
a
know.
king? In
We're,
that
you're
next
talking.
life.
So we're talking about in a sense reincarnation, right?
Yeah, kind of.
And
yeah.
this is one of my favorite topics to go down. Not necessarily reincarnation, but this topic, right? You know, you have an existence, an energy, a consciousness. You know that you are experiencing this, whether we can explain it or not. You know this because I'm witnessing you guys. I'm talking to you guys. I can feel this table. I can feel Jay. I can pet my dog wherever the fuck he went.
It's an experience.
I know I'm experiencing this. How
Oh my
do I
God.
know that you guys? How do I know I'm not talking into a void? Like
That's-
this is just a fucking figment of my imagination. I'm in a
what-
simulation.
That's existentialism right there, dude.
Yeah.
I've never heard
questioning
that
your-
word until you brought it up to me.
What, existential?
It's like
Yeah, I have no idea.
it's like questioning
existential crisis
existence.
is like-
existence.
Why am I here? Yeah. What is
Existence,
what is the reason for
existentialism,
my
yeah.
existence? That
If you
kind of
think
thing.
about that, some people freak out,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
It
no,
can get really hard, like heavy, and you're like, oh my god.
Like I've had times
That's
where
what a
I
crisis
don't like
is.
freak out over it, but I like
Panic attack.
think into it. Like I
It's like a
really
short little
think
thing. It's like,
into it.
fuck, whoa, that was
I'm like,
weird.
okay, what-
Stop thinking
what
about
is- What is all this for? What is all this about?
Boom.
Like I've been there.
But
yeah.
people don't
So
do. I think a lot of people just don't.
They don't
Or
even-
if they do it, they brush it off.
Yeah, they
You
just
do.
push it away. They
You know what I'm saying,
they bury
dude?
it down.
You do.
Well, that's why I won't
They bury
smoke
it.
because I don't feel real. Like I don't think that I'm real.
Maybe you're
or
not.
I am real, and I feel like I'm hurting myself. Like I don't. Like if I was high right now, I'd probably be like, I'd be listening, but I'd be like, okay,
Just disassociated.
yeah, I'd be like, okay, I can feel stuff. It feels different than it normally does. Okay, why is that? And then I'm like, wait, am I actually feeling this table or am I feeling a knife? And I'm like, okay,
Oh god.
that's why I cannot get high because
I
if
holding
I'm
this
It's like you
knife?
smoking.
yeah,
All
and
right.
Good.
All right, all right.
We have some good shit.
I am a weed advocate, even though I don't smoke weed anymore.
Same here.
And Jay,
Me too.
Jay
don't
and I
smoke
have
either.
had this discussion, right?
Yeah.
I think it's good for you in certain amounts.
I think again, I
just
think
don't be a dope.
I could
like,
debate,
weed
but
head all the
Moderation
fucking
of
time, bro.
everything is
I,
the way I think.
I agree with that, but I
Everything's
also
Just don't be that guy like, yo, bro, I got my weed, fucking marijuana leaf
Right, yeah.
hoodie, and I'm gonna go get some weed. And
Yeah.
are you smoking weed? Let's smoke some weed all the time.
weed becomes your identity.
Because
in
like,
those
I shouldn't
fucking-
even be drinking this.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
So like,
But maybe those feelings that you're feeling, and I don't know, right? Just as someone in my life that smoked mad amounts.
it
of
is
weed.
fun though. I'll admit, it's fun to watch movies and like get
It's
high and
fun.
drink.
Yeah, it's great. You know,
I'm not
but
putting it
also maybe you're already having those feelings, right? Maybe you're already having those thoughts, but the weed, you smoke some weed, you get a little
Yeah.
stoned, and you're just coming to
You're
the
able to
realization.
focus on those feelings.
It's like, holy shit, I feel like this is how I'm feeling. Maybe you're already feeling like that, and you're not tapped into that part of your brain, which is like,
well, it's like acid. When you take acid, you
Oh,
can't just take acid when you're in a really low point in your life because you will freak out and you'll have a bad trip and you will. Sometimes
Yeah.
people end up hurting themselves.
Or like a good spot mentally.
Yeah,
If you're gonna do
because you
acid
have.
and you're very negative shit's going on, so it might not be good.
not to
Yeah,
be.
well, because you're thinking about it all the time. Like
think-
if I'm like thinking about death, and I go take acid,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna probably trip and while thinking about
Having
death.
negative thoughts about bad things like death.
I think
Yeah.
everyone should do acid one time in their life.
No, I disagree. No, and here's why.
Just get it over with and do
And
it.
maybe I'm a naturalist.
Yeah.
Where does acid come from?
No, it's a
Chemical lab.
It's a.
Oh,
lab
you
created
mean
drug.
It's
people make
actually
this?
a chemical
That's
with
why we
like.
should
oh,
eat
it's-
shrooms.
You need to do shrooms. No, I mean, I'm not saying, just to be clear, YouTube and kids, don't do any drug.
Don't do
Yeah.
drugs.
That's my fault. Don't do anything, right? Be your purest form.
Acid is man-made chemical
But-
compounds.
I've been in the lowest point of my life.
Shrooms is
In my
badass.
life, I'm taking shrooms.
No,
and
I'm
it
pro
cured
shrooms.
it.
Just fine. I never had a bad
cured it.
trip.
I'm a pro shroomer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
It cures you.
Especially
Like,
microdosing.
Some people just
Yeah,
don't like
I
the
know.
feeling. Like I don't like the feeling of being high. Like I get a
I think she would like shrooms though.
I get a different feeling of being drunk than I do high.
Yeah.
They're completely different because I
And
can
shrooms have a
control
complete-
I
myself.
think
different feeling,
Mick,
too.
you might like to do like a little bit of shrooms. You might like
No,
that.
but no, I think she said it. She likes controlling, right?
I hate when
Control
I lose,
your shroom
well,
intake.
because
No,
like
no, but like,
you don't know
smoking
how much
weed?
is gonna hit you. Like I've been drunk at a
That's why you gotta
party one time,
experiment.
and I went to go smoke a joint outside. Smoked around. It didn't hit me, but drinking enhances your high, and I forgot that, and it messed me up. I was on a beanbag chair the whole night, freaking out.
Oh, dude, we should have. Okay.
Because
yeah, dude,
it
it's a
enhances it and-
psychotropic.
Well, yeah, and I didn't
like,
think that I'd
anything-
get that high from like 4 hits.
Dude, I could take one hit off a joint and probably be like, whoa. But
Tolerance, but also what you smoke.
I think we all should have taken a microdose before we did this.
I'm down.
maybe I can't see the other dimension where we did or didn't. I think it's been a fantastic podcast without taking a microdose.
Yeah.
But also, I think when it comes to at least weed and mushrooms, you can't be in the mind state of like, all right, I need to control how I feel, how I think, how I react, how I do this. You know,
No, being too controlling.
dude, you gotta let go.
Let it come
like
naturally.
let shit just.
Don't be scared. We're all in good company.
You know,
Well, I was fine.
Nothing like- yeah,
after
And
I-
that is another thing. You have to make sure you're in a place that you're comfortable. Like
Well, you feel
mushrooms,
safe.
Yeah, mushrooms don't. Like I've never had a bad trip on shrooms ever.
Yeah,
like
me
I've
neither.
never
Well-
had one. I've never had. Oh, I had a weird one on acid, but it wasn't like.
it's acid.
Oh, dude, I did
different
like-
thing.
It's always exactly like you said. It's a completely different trip. It's not even the same. Like my mind doesn't even go to the same place. Yeah.
My bro, like, brought to my mind clarity about this stuff, like ODing.
Yeah.
Like, you take too many fucking mushrooms, you're gonna be tripping balls.
Yeah.
But I don't want, like, that's like ODing. Remember we talked about this?
Yeah.
Like,
take-
you can also OD or not OD. I guess that's what you call it.
Yeah.
Just take too much, dude. You took too much,
I guess
bro.
It'd still be ODing. You overdose.
Yeah.
Put a shit ton of mushrooms in tea and drink a bunch of it. Now you're fucking. You don't have any control of yourself. Maybe that's a good thing. It might be a good spiritual thing to do.
Yeah.
But I want to take just enough to where like I'm zooming, but like I still can
my thing,
walk. You know what I mean?
I like control over my body.
Right.
Like, I like
Smoke too
control
much.
over like
you drink
my
too much.
breathing.
Yeah.
That's what freaks me out.
Yeah.
Is when I cannot feel myself breathing. Like I can't feel myself breathing now, but I know that I'm breathing, and like it feels normal. When things don't feel normal, I freak out.
That's
Yeah.
tripping. That's tripping hard right there. When you're like, holy fuck. I
Dude, it
don't
was
think I'm
out-
taking a breath in like 10 minutes here. Yeah, that's
I was
tripping
drunk
balls.
with acid.
That's taking
It
too much.
ruined
though.
everything.
But acid's like I wouldn't do it now, but I did it.
Yeah.
I thought I was talking to God.
I've had some really good trips on it.
I couldn't sleep for fucking 24 hours
days,
straight,
yeah.
dude. But I wouldn't do
Sounds
it again.
fun.
I'm good.
The last time I did it was with me and my.
No, it wasn't
ex.
fun.
Yeah.
And we
It
went
wasn't.
camping. It started piss pouring rain. We were on a hill. The whole tent started sliding. We all ran out of the tent to make it to the house. My ex lost her shoe, was freaked out, started like going crazy, couldn't be around the dogs, and like thought they were like gonna attack her or something. I don't know. She was freaked out. The way they looked and when they were barking at her, it was freaking her out. I had to go like grab her shoe out of the woods, take her back home. The whole time she's bawling, crying her eyes out.
That sounds like fun.
I was doing.
Now I wanna do that.
I was good, and then when we got home, she was like, "I've got to leave. I can't stay here." So I drove her back to the house in the rain like this, and all the while I'm tripping. I took 2 hits, and everybody else took 1. So I'm good though. I'm like, I just see colors, and everything's moving and floating around. I'm good though.
All
We
right.
get house, and like, I just pretty much had that same kind of trip. Like, there was one thing I had. Like, I went outside and I sat and I was smoking. I was just sitting there watching the trees, and I felt like I could see the woods like breathing, like I could see the trees breathing.
Do you think trees have consciousness or energy or whatever you guys want to call
Energy, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know about a consciousness, but an energy.
Well, they're
Yeah, they're
alive.
alive.
Yeah.
Oh, they're alive.
it? Okay.
They
They're
fucking
alive.
breathe oxygen, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could literally see them breathing. I could see the leaves turning.
I would say they have energy. I
and
don't know about a
moving.
consciousness, but they definitely have an
Energy,
energy.
yes.
Yeah, but I could literally see them moving. It was
All
like
right.
they were
Let me ask you
pulsing.
guys
Everything
this.
has it,
What's the
so-
difference?
Energy.
We have a
between
brain.
energy and consciousness.
We have like a Amdula oblongata and maybe a soul.
Well,
I don't know if trees have a soul.
I
don't
put
know.
all three of these things in the same category: soul, energy, consciousness.
I think they're intertwined.
I think the same thing. I think the language in general.
I mean, it's
I'm just trying to be clear on what we're talking about.
right. It's
Because when
very
you guys see
possible.
these words, I just think of God.
Like,
And if if we all agree trees have this thing,
that means trees have.
well, no,
part of God.
no.
my God.
Okay, yeah.
Because God is everything.
Are there tree rights? Now we're gonna get into tree rights.
right.
What about
I'm not gonna go there, but yeah.
what about an ant or a roly poly?
Yeah,
Is there,
exactly.
do you have a
Do you
big
think
problem if
Tucker-
you kill one of them?
Do you think Tucker has a soul, energy,
I think
consciousness?
I think
Yeah.
they're closer to us in a way.
He has a
Look at that,
brain,
dude. The
though.
trees
like
are gonna
those
hug me like
levels.
this, huh?
It's like there's levels.
Yeah. Well,
I
think
disagree,
so.
man. I think
I think
trees
everything
are
just as.
maybe I'm Buddhist,
If you cut
bro.
a tree down, I'm not gonna cry. But if you,
I
cut
think we need to
Tucker
be
down, I'm
more
gonna
like
cry.
trees.
Yeah.
You know,
Just think about it.
Trees
you
are
were
awesome,
the
dude.
kid in
They
the
don't take.
Giving Tree
They don't
book.
take much.
Yeah. Tree.
they give
Yeah, I love
us-
that
They
book.
good, yeah. Trees are awesome, dude.
'Cause
They
I think about
provide
it.
shade.
Yeah.
Because we talked about
All the things they give us.
we all commonly agree whatever good is that exists. Have trees done anything bad?
I hate pine trees. They have pine
Ones
needles,
fell- they've fallen
pine
on some
cones, and
houses.
sap and
Sure, they
shit.
die. That sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that's not their fault. They don't
Yeah.
No,
choose
it's
to
not the
do
tree's
that.
Yeah.
fault. I don't blame a tree.
Yeah.
If a tree falls on my house, I'm like, fuck. But I'm
You don't
that-
blame the tree.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
not, like,
I
I'm gonna
definitely
kill
will be like,
trees.
fuck that tree,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like I'm not gonna actually be like they did that on purpose because they hate
I'm gonna take
me.
this tree to court for falling on my house.
Yeah,
and
a tree is
destroying my
not
house.
a tree is not sentient.
Yeah.
all right. So this actually goes. This all ties into
Exactly.
the topic. You know what trees do? Or they just be, bro.
Yeah, they,
It's just
yeah.
being, dude.
Be, dude.
Which goes
What-
back to the beginning.
Trees aren't
of
trying to
our-
be
the
a
beginning of
giraffe.
this podcast.
Yeah, this whole entire.
Wait, what if
podcast
there's a
was
tree that wants
Instead
to be
of being
a?
yourself, just be.
What if
Hey, dude.
what if it's a tree though, but it really wants to be a something cow?
That
or,
goes along with what we just said. Don't be yourself,
what-
just be.
What if a tree wants to be a
dude.
river or a brook?
Just be a
bubbling
dude.
brook.
And I think humans
It's
are.
like a trans tree.
I think we've gotten in trees, nature, whatever you want to call it. I think it's the same. I think there's natural, and I think when you start believing, talk about beliefs, believing anything,
Tree's a tree.
dude, you are what you are.
Unnatural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then your ego gets in there.
Why don't you want to be what you are?
Yeah. Because you're an individual.
I would
Because a
love
lot
to
of
be a
people
millionaire.
don't like it. They
Sure.
don't like what they are.
That's just sure.
That's
Not
right,
actually. I mean, it would
Oh,
be great, but I don't really care to be.
All right, let me ask you
That's
this:
like-
would you rather be given $1 million? Which, let's be clear, $1 million is not a lot of money anymore.
Not really.
Just to be clear, when you think about a lot of money, which let's put a pin in that, because I want to ask you guys that too. Would you rather be given $1 million, or would you rather work hard and earn $1 million?
Definitely.
Either
I'd like
way.
to work for it because then, like, I want to be financially stable where I'm able to, like, do my job, get what I want at times, but also pay for what I
You would appreciate it more if you earned it.
Yeah, well, I also
Someone just
think,
gives you
like,
something.
Yeah, I don't
It's
want,
different.
Like, it would be great, like, if someone just offered me $1 million right now, yeah, I'd
course.
take it, but I'd rather,
Yes.
like, earn it myself. Like, I don't
Oh,
know, it would
yeah.
make me feel, like, better.
Also, I think if you were given $1 million, you're gonna blow it on bullshit.
Well, yeah.
But if you work hard and you're like, dude, I fucking been working for 10 years for this $1 million, you're gonna spend it more wisely.
Yeah.
You're gonna
That's
care
the
about it,
exact
respect
same
it a
thing I
lot
was
more.
about to say.
All right,
It's like a kid, dude. If I just gave my daughter money for her Spotify, but I guarantee if she worked at a fucking job to get that Spotify,
She'd be
account-
like, $10?
Jesus, just $10.
but just giving someone something doesn't really hit like working for it.
So what do you guys consider a lot of money?
A
There has to be a number.
That's a good question. How about let's go around the room?
Yeah, exactly.
What is a
Michaela,
lot of money?
I just gave you a lot of money. What number is that? $1,000,000?
2,000?
2,000?
Damn,
Okay.
so
What do you
there
got?
you
If
go.
it's
There you go.
given to me, like,
Or
That's a
you
lot of
earned
money
it.
to me.
Or hey, I just earned a
2,000.
lot of money by doing. I went and did this task, this job. I earned a lot of money. What is that?
I think it's all subjective.
I think it just depends on what, like, if you're, like, for example,
Also,
I work like labor job or something.
depends on
A
your
lot of
class.
money, yeah.
What
Like
class you fall in. Like the poor are gonna think a little less money than like some
the middle class,
multi-billionaire
yeah.
is gonna.
Let me ask you
think
guys
it's
this.
gonna be
Yeah,
more.
billionaire, $100 is nothing. So
Exactly.
fucking
yeah.
Does
joke.
anyone in this room consider themselves rich?
no.
Nah.
Not financially. I think I'm rich.
In
In
life,
spirit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
well,
financially.
just
Experience.
strictly financially. Is
Oh.
anyone in this room rich?
No.
No. But
what do you define as rich?
think about a kid working in a coal mine in Africa. We are,
Oh, compared to other
ballers.
countries,
That's
I
what
am
said, It's
rich.
subjective.
Yes.
and
It's just all.
I probably
depends
live
on
like a
the way
fucking
you look at it.
boss nigga if I compare it to someone in Rio de Janeiro or
Yeah.
China or whatever.
yeah. So, but there has to be, and you're right, it is subjective. Like if I paint this room and I make $10, I'm like, what the fuck? That's not a lot of money. If I paint this room, I make $1 billion. I'm like, holy shit, dude, that's made a lot of money. But I think
There's somebody out there that's gonna think that $10 was well worth it.
That's
though.
exactly
They're
right.
gonna Be like, oh yeah, I'd do that for $10 every day.
and there's Bill Gates that might be like, oh, you just made one bill. Wow, dude, fucking.
Dude, there's
dope.
people
Not
who
even.
But right now, which is subjective, I'm just saying, whatever the task, whatever the thing is, let's say you do earn it or it's given to you, what number?
Number?
Couple thousand.
a few
Yeah,
thousand.
or yeah, a couple thousand.
What do you think, Dev? What's a lot of money?
I don't know. Like when I think of a lot of money,
Is this for
got
one
numbers.
job
mine
though?
is like 10 billion.
Whoa, that's
Right
holy
now,
shit.
right
That's
now,
what I'm saying.
So we got
That's
3,000, 10 fucking billion.
What do you think?
That's what I think. Like
I would say
a lot of money.
20, 30,000 to me would be
I-
like a lot of money.
I'm thinking like
20, 30,000.
I do one job. What's a lot of money? Like I would
Right
consider
now.
that. Oh,
19
like,
years old. Forget about work. Forget about the job. Forget it. You have a lot of money. And let's say you tell someone, I have a lot of money. What is
Okay,
oh, like
I want to answer this.
probably like 100,000.
Okay, 100,000.
10 billion.
Dude, I just want to say, like, for me, the most I've ever had in my bank account is like $10,000 in my fucking bank account.
Okay.
And I felt like I was pimping.
Oh yeah, I felt like a baller when I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
10 grand.
Yeah. I felt like I was pimping.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what it's like to even $100,000 or
like,
10
could
billion.
you imagine
Dude.
$10 billion? Yeah.
Dude, 10,000 to me in my bank account, I was like, look at me.
Yeah.
And I probably had more money than
Then again,
most people.
the way I think about it is like, okay, with $10,000, that's not even going to buy me a brand
Oh,
new
you
car.
could blow that. Yeah,
So
exactly.
That's not a lot of money.
No.
But-
It's just
When I think, okay, 10 billion.
It's not really a lot of
10
money.
billion, that would
10
would get
billion-
me
I
think
pretty-
about
that's gonna get me pretty
life-wise.
far.
Like,
So
yeah.
I think, okay, that's quite a
dude,
bit
you
of
couldn't
money.
spend that, dude. If you
No,
you
exactly.
couldn't.
Ooh, that's a challenge,
You
dude. Give me
could.
10
No, you
billion.
could.
I will blow
But
that shit in a week.
You would have to
dude.
fucking like really try to
What?
do
10
that.
bill?
Yeah.
First of all, give all y'all a bill.
Yeah.
All right, so now you got 7 billion.
got 7 billion
I
left.
mean, you'd have to fucking be retarded to spend it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Spend it
Of
on
course.
frivolous
Because I was thinking about this the other day. $1 billion is 999 million, like plus another
Plus
million.
one, yeah.
There's 1,000 million, 1,000 millions.
millions, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fucking ridiculous amount of money.
So,
But
Yeah.
so,
you could blow it. Of course, you could blow it, but
so let's say just a common denominator. $1 billion. It's a lot of money.
that's $1,000 million bills. You had $1,000 million bills. That's
Okay.
that's what that is.
Is that a lot of money?
Oh, here's $1 million. Here's $1 million.
yeah.
Here's $1 million.
A million is $1,000 bills.
All right. $1 billion.
Is it? Yeah.
$1,000
Is it?
bills.
What's
Yeah,
stopping
1,000.
you? What's stopping you from hitting $1 billion?
What's stopping?
I believe in the American dream still, dog. Maybe I'm,
Hey, there's money out there to be gotten.
and it's
I like that
easier
idea.
now more than ever.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think it's yourself.
You got money?
really.
You want
It's
to
just you.
give
You're
your
the
money
one
to
that
give your
takes
money to me?
Hey, hey, hey,
That's what
dude.
I'm saying.
You know,
I'm with that capitalistic
take it.
idea.
oh, I believe in capitalism
Send
more
your
than
money
any
this way.
other
People
financial.
piss their money away, piss it over to
Yeah,
decent, dude.
piss it our way.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna be upset if someone watches this podcast gives us $50.
Yeah, I donate $50. Yeah.
All right, let's say someone gives us $50. What are we gonna do with that?
We're gonna
I'd
put it in
back
a
Back
in.
into the
decent.
podcast,
We're gonna
yeah.
put it in a decent account,
Yeah.
and then
Put
we'll
it
figure
back
out
into
after
the
that.
media,
Yeah.
Because like,
I'll probably take a $10, $5 out of it. We all can get $5 out of it and put the rest back in the podcast.
Okay.
You know, I'm
no. I like where
all we
where
had
your thoughts
$50.
are. Okay, what if it was 50 million? What would you do with 50? Like, Frankly, like, how much do you
50
need
million.
to just live the life you want to live?
Okay.
As long as it's not like, I want to buy a Ferrari every day. Like,
Right.
realistically,
Well-
I would live like I am living right now.
Oh,
And I could live on 15, 20K a year if I
no, I
really
need more than
wanted.
that. I need more than that. But I need more than that. But I have heard studies that said that the difference between like 75,000 and up isn't really a big difference.
yeah.
Once you can just take care of everything and do what you want to do, there's not a difference between 100,000 and 100 million. Really, that's what I've heard.
All that's just the extra, the frivolous.
Yes.
Stuff, the things you don't really need to get by. You're
Like
just
life
paying
doesn't get
for-
much more
you're paying
happier
for the
once you're over a
necessities
certain
of
range.
everything.
Well, what would
Yeah.
you consider like if you could have like the house that you want
I mean,
and
50
have like everything that you want and live stably, not on money, but just like in general, you're happy in life.
I don't think 15 or 20K a year, but I made 50,000 a year, and
You're probably right
it
with
was
that.
still hard. It was
Yeah.
still a little bit hard,
Yeah.
but because on one income.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I made 75,000 a year or more, I'd probably be like, I'm not worrying all
Chill.
the time about money.
Chilling.
Now I can just relax and do what's fun and I want interesting. I want to do.
All right,
So 'cause I get
75K.
depressed when I'm broke. Do you guys get depressed? Like,
Yes,
like,
I feel
it
like I
makes
have
me want to
gray
like
hairs
stress.
coming out of my
Dude,
head.
people.
used to.
But imagine not having to stress out, and be depressed about being broke.
So, do you guys like being depressed about not having money? Do you guys like that? Do you enjoy?
Well, a little bit. Like I told you the other day, dude. It makes me grind. I have to like figure it out. I gotta fucking figure out how I'm gonna get to payday here.
Oh, that
So there's
makes
something
sense.
about it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's not even that I like it. It's just like
Yeah.
it's my
It's like
reality. So
your
I might as well
drive,
deal
yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So let's say, kind of tying all up. I say 75K and up
Okay.
is a number. 75K, we could all chill.
Yeah.
I think it was Michaela that brought up. Okay, imagine waking up every day doing what you want to do.
Now we're yes.
Like, wake up every day. Like, let's say doing this. Let's say we made 75K off this
Dude.
podcast.
Tomorrow, I would love if like tomorrow I'm gonna go edit all this shit tomorrow, and that's all I gotta worry about. And I'll do it on my own way. I'll go get fucking Starbucks, get some Starbucks, and then sit there and edit for a few hours, maybe, and then go whatever, take a little break, come back and edit. That'd be a dream life.
Yeah.
I'm not like waking up to
Imagine
go
you
to
had
a
enough
fucking
money.
goddamn job at Blue Cross.
Okay, let me ask you this. Imagine you had enough money. You don't have to edit.
Oh,
You
okay.
can
Pay
for
I.
editors.
Okay.
Now what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Now
I'll
what
go
are you
pay
gonna do?
someone else to do it.
Now what are you gonna do?
What? Now what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
The next thing I'm gonna do is like, okay, I would be like it's because I want to have off time, so I might want us to go get jet skis and just go jet ski half the day, have fucking fun, man, have fun. But then there's also content.
No, I'm not saying
So,
content.
okay.
I'm just saying, is there a way to make money off of you going jet skiing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like, I would like us to have
Making a
fun.
video of it. I mean,
Sure.
that's what.
Now in 2023, that's where I'm at. Is
Why
content.
can't you do both?
Yeah,
Why can't you
like-
have fun off time and also make content?
Yeah.
So
precisely.
let's go have fucking jet skis. We'll get
some videos while we're there.
We'll
but
get
we're just gonna ride
Brandon,
some jet skis around. just
somebody.
grab some footage here and there.
Yo, man, that's people's lives, dude. That's like Mr. Beast's lives.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying it's doable?
Yeah. People live
do
like
it.
that every day. You know they do.
I don't
Mr. Beast,
think
that's
I
all he does is dream up
could.
things to do.
I don't.
And then
Can't
record
you?
it.
Why can't? Why can't
Well, I'm
you?
not saying that I can't do it. I just wouldn't be happy doing that.
No,
I
no.
can't.
Well, what do you wanna do?
We've had this
we
conversation. Forget about
We
content,
don't have
right?
to do all the same thing.
You're talking to content creators. Like, I hate that term, but you're talking to people that are in the content industry, right? What if you can just wake up every day,
What you want to
do what you want to do?
Work.
You don't have to put a
What
bikini on,
does
go
that
jet
mean?
skiing. Do
What
what
does
you
that
want to
mean?
I
Which
my
I'm
like,
pro work.
dream
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
would be like apartment, like penthouse kind of, not too big, not too small, just open area, 1 bedroom, me,
Okay.
myself and I, and then
I like it.
being able to work on like if I had like income just randomly somehow, like also work a part-time job.
Okay, well, hear me out. Hear me out.
What?
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Trying to figure this out.
Follow me here. Follow me. Your penthouse, me, myself, and my cat, whatever the fuck.
1 bedroom.
That's not what you do. What would you do?
Like work-wise?
What, what is work?
If you could do anything you want to do on a day,
Like you
want
can.
to?
I think there is a lane. where
Like
you can
where
do
am I
what-
making my income off of?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well,
but
no, hear me out. Hear me out. And this is the matrix.
if I
Hear me
give you
out.
$75,000 for the whole year, what would you do from
Just
here to the
someone
end of the
randomly
year?
giving it to me every year.
No. Hear me out. Just to be clear. If you could wake up every day, do what you want to do,
And get paid $75K.
I'm not saying go on jet skis and record it, make content, and make money off it. I'm not saying that.
That was just my little thing.
Forget about work.
Make art, make music, to go help people.
That's what Deb would do. He would make art, make music, and like.
Mine would be art and music, definitely.
All right. What do you want? Not what you own, not where you live, not where you stay. Like I don't think. I think work has been this thing that's been indoctrinated, dude. Like I think
work's a good thing, but it's also
there's a quote, dude. Like
it's not bad.
Work is a good thing.
Work is the best thing on the planet. But hard work is one of the highest values I value. Go work hard.
But the way the world is it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and it's really hard to find nowadays.
Like work is very valuable. It's important, but
yes,
debatable.
All right, here's why. I think it's easier now to work hard and stand out than it's ever been before.
But people just don't want to.
That's exactly right. Yeah. I want to. So now I'm gonna step up and be better than everyone else. Easily. 10 years ago, I worked hard. I was like, fuck, dude, I'm not going to compete with people that want to work hard.
Everybody else is working hard.
Most people don't want to work hard.
Yes.
Right? But also, there's a quote that's like, oh, if you do what you enjoy doing,
it's not
like work, it's not really work. Yeah. Right? I believe that. I do believe that. That's why.
It's a passion or something.
And it still sometimes feels like work.
Of course.
Imagine
because we're forced to be there because we have a financial responsibility, we have bills and shit.
Well, the stress too. Just stress in general.
What if
everything brings stress?
So what would you do that you want to do that's no stress? Because like, dude, I want to do this. No stress.
Without stress, anything I want to do without stress.
And you can get paid.
Sure, yes.
Like, let's see, do you want to be a writer? You want to go to school? You finish school. Now what do? I don't know.
Dominate.
Like you want to learn more, right? There's a lane where you can get paid money off of learning more. And the more you learn, I think you can apply that knowledge. And I'm not even saying we have to have a definitive
business or something. Like
run a business.
Make a business of myself. Like I would want to go to school, get paid to go to school.
Okay.
Get my degree in marketing or business or whatever.
Do you have to go to school for that?
Do I?
Do you?
Everything's
no, but I would like to.
Okay.
No, you got to get that piece of paper to say.
You have to get the affirmative documents.
Yeah.
I value that though.
You value the document that says that you did
I've
sign?
always been looked down at for not having a specific paper.
Okay.
People look down on people.
And then
and those people I think are
they're stupid.
Those are the people that are.
I think I'm smarter than them.
They're not thinking correctly.
That's a club.
I know we're smarter than
Their
them.
minds aren't working.
I don't know anything.
What did you learn when you were there?
And now it sounds like you're in debt, and now you're back into enslavement.
And
but
also,
I still value that, like, not only the piece of paper, but I value the experience that comes with it.
Okay.
The experience, sure.
Yeah.
You can experience.
The experience.
I love this.
I guarantee you learn 100%, a lot more on the job doing it than fucking some person who like thinks they know everything about it, telling you about
it for 8 years at a school.
All right, what would you rather have, right? Spend time learning, is what they call it. Learning in this industrialized education system, right? Which again, I believe in knowledge. I think knowledge is up there with hard work.
Yeah,
knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, dude.
The more you know.
But also, would you rather have that and then start a business that may or may not work, and now you're still in debt, or would you rather start a business, have it fail, start another business, have it fail, start another business, have it fail, and then you start a business? And just fucking you ball out.
That's real life learning.
Well,
I would rather fail a few times and
learn.
That's real life.
Let's
learn. Yeah,
I'm
learning from those
for me and the experience. Like school, to me, I hated school. Don't get me wrong, but I'm doing school because I want to, because I feel like I deserve that for myself and the opportunity to do it again. But I also want to go to college because I want the experience of it. Even if I'm not going to be in a dorm.
Like you want to go join a sorority? You want to join a sorority?
No.
Yeah, it sounds miserable.
But to me, it sounds fun, and it's something like other kids have that I'd like to.
She's also 19. So.
I know. This is why I love her perspective. Because
but I'm also want to work.
What if
I used to want to go to college too.
Me too. I went to college. I was like,
I've taken college courses.
But
it sucks.
Yeah, I didn't go. The experience, I wouldn't have minded to have the experience.
But also, you have to realize
I needed it.
It might be fun.
I don't have the chance to go right now. Right. So what I thrive off of, the thought of going to college right now, is I literally cannot get in.
Yeah,
that college life
until I take one step further, and then maybe my decision might change. But I don't think it will, because I want to do that.
Yeah, that's a goal you've aimed for. That's
you want the college experience. You want to go to what college do you want to go to?
CCU.
Okay.
But I want to work at the same time. I want to be able to balance my work life and my college
man.
life
I
at
get
the
it,
same
but-
time, even if I'm not in classes, even if they're online, because it's something I accomplish myself.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, just to be clear, I am pro you doing that.
Learning, yeah.
But also, I feel like ultimately, what's the end goal?
Yeah, you got
What's
to
the
think
end goal?
about
The
it.
end goal is you want to run a business.
Well, it's not my end goal, what I have. I don't have an end goal.
You should have a goal. If you're going to go and pay colleges, you should have some
Need to
kind of
have a
fucking goal.
That's why I never went, is because I didn't have a goal.
Yeah.
My goal work wise,
You
What
don't
was I
wanna go
gonna
get-
study?
You want to
What-
work, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, again, just going back.
I want to be at
trying
the top. But
That's great.
I
want to win.
You want to be a top?
want to.
Yeah, she's not a bottom. you
What?
know?
No, I just want to be at the top.
At the top.
I
Yeah.
think this will benefit me life wise, but also how I feel about myself.
yeah.
Like, I don't care about the way that I look.
Yeah.
What I care about is
neither.
what I know
I
and
agree.
how I see myself. So if I see myself as I'm not good enough to go to college, which I did think, I don't think that way anymore because I know I can. And I also, another thing is I will regret it, and I know for a fact for the rest of my life if I don't try. Because even if I don't go, at least I knew I tried.
Right.
No,
true.
you're good enough to do
I was gonna say,
anything you
but
want
that
to
doesn't
do.
make them better than you just because they did go to college.
Yeah,
That
because
they-
somebody can go to college and they can be literally so stupid
Yeah,
that
they-
they
Working
can't
at
even
Burger
get.
King.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
you
people
did.
like that.
Yeah, they may not have earned it.
But
like you did.
that's
They didn't
why-
put forth that effort. That was just handed to them.
that's why I don't really care for the. I'm gonna stay in a dorm. I'm gonna have a roommate. I'm gonna have meal plans. I'm gonna go to
She
college.
wants that experience,
inside-
dude.
Yeah.
At college,
And-
Yeah, the experience.
Yeah, and it sounds nice. Don't get me wrong, but I also want the experience. I'd rather have the experience of working and getting the experience in that and moving up that way, but also having this on the side to help me forward than having just this and trying to get my way back up or get to the top.
I feel like
Using
college.
them both as stepping stones.
Yeah.
Build
What about this?
Better and better.
I feel like college, in a way, is a scam. I think a lot of these colleges
Yeah.
charge
for sure.
so much fucking money, and what do you get out of it? You better know what you're
piece
doing.
of paper that says you learned this for so long.
Yeah, and it's
Like,
funny
you
because
better
now
fucking know
learn
what
that for
you better
so
know what you're
long,
doing when you're
or
going into that thing,
Did they?
or you're gonna have a degree that's worthless, and you got $100,000 in debt.
Or
So
did
you
they
better know what the fuck you're
unforgivable.
doing, you know?
Indoctrinate you with
You don't use
Well,
it.
unless Joe Biden.
certain information that they wanted you to have.
and this is interesting, right? Because let's say you go
Yeah.
to college, now you're in. Let's say you get your master's.
Say
Let's say you get a doctorate.
Imagine not even $100,000. Say $60,000 in debt.
Say
Do you know how much
$60,000.
$60,000 debt with like 10% interest? It's a long time to pay that
You're a
bitch off.
slave forever, and it's unforgivable. And now there's
Unless
a group.
Joe Biden.
There's a group of people that want to forgive student loan debt. It sounds great.
Yeah.
It sounds
That's coming
great.
out of my pocket.
Why should I pay for someone else's
Yeah,
college,
exactly.
right? And
And yeah, I'm all
but I think there is a solution.
but-
I think two truths can be in existence, coherent existence,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I think there is a way to forgive student loan debt without it coming out of
Okay.
Everybody else.
everyone's
Work it
pocket.
off. We're work it off, or like
Well, who are you paying? Who are you in debt to?
Government.
If I'm gonna go to college,
is it federal loan?
you take money to pay for a school.
IRS, the
For a school.
the government.
Why?
Wait. Well, is there a thing? I'm trying to think of a way that. Isn't there a thing where some companies, like coding companies, learning the code, like you can go for free, but then if you and they guarantee you a job, and if you get a good job, then they take
They take
part of your
so much
paycheck
of your
out.
You know
for
what?
20 years,
I'm
10
not
years.
with that either, because then you're indentured for 10 years.
Yeah. I'm just
All I'm
trying-
saying is how much does it cost to get into college right now for 1 year? Let's say I go to college as a freshman.
I guess it just depends on where you
Depends
go.
what you
On
go to
average,
school.
on
Or
average.
like your
10
grades
grand,
too.
12, 20,
Sure.
Yeah, 10 grand.
Yeah, what's
10 grand, 20
CCU?
grand?
10 grand a
10,
year,
20 grand.
maybe.
Let's say it's
10,
15,000. Let's just spitball. 15K per year, right? So you're looking at 60K, right?
With interest.
With interest, right? So you're looking at probably 90K, if not more.
If you paid off the whole thing,
Yeah.
like unless you paid off early, yeah.
All right, so let's round up flat 100K. Just flat 100K, depending on your college.
I
Some
would probably
colleges
kill
are more,
myself.
Right?
If
No,
someone
hear
said
me
I had
out.
$100,000 in debt, I would just blow my brains out.
You get
I'm just
your
kidding.
degree. You get your degree, right? And it's like, cool, I accomplished this. But now, the past 4 years, I changed my mind. I don't want to go to school for.
Are you really interested
for
in that
this.
subject you did?
Not anymore, dude. I'm kind of burned out on it. All right, and
That's
then
what Grace
What's
said.
the- what's the
she
ch-
did. The girl I interviewed?
Yeah.
That's what she said she did. She started
I think it's
medicine for years.
a large
few
percentage
years.
of people.
And-
I think it's a large percentage.
And that's another reason I never went to college, because I didn't want to get halfway through and be like, okay, I don't like this. I want to switch it up.
Oh,
See, I don't even-
what's the job market? How about when you get out? What's the job market like?
How many
Yeah,
liberal
exactly.
arts positions are there? Yeah, like, but the point I'm making
Oh,
is
you
like,
want to be a pilot? You're a white guy? Guess what? They're not hiring white guys anymore.
Yeah, I read
You
an
got to be black
article
to get.
about
You know what I mean?
yeah, is there a
Who the fuck
way?
knows, dude?
Is there a way to be able to forgive student loans without it coming out of our
Oh,
taxpayer money?
What do you think?
Well, let me ask you guys this: knowledge. How much is that worth?
I guess it just depends on
what
the
you're
using it
person.
for.
I don't know.
Because some
What
people might
knowledge
think
do
that
they have?
knowledge doesn't matter.
How about-
like,
True. I
Experience
can tell you all about
matters.
Dungeons and Dragons. Is that knowledge valuable?
How about
Not
guitar?
really.
If I was like, you know, you're my
It is.
daughter's godfather, but
Yeah.
say some other person, you've done this, right? Say some person's like, yo, I want to learn a guitar, and you're like, oh, I can teach you. And then you come up with a thing, 20, come over and $20 an hour or $50 an hour. Is that using that knowledge
I
to
guess.
make money?
But
I don't know. I'm
and
just throwing it out there.
like again, I don't have an answer. I'm just asking questions. Like, I think knowledge should be free.
Oh shit.
Like I should be
Give
able to. I
free
should. Hey, I'm gonna teach
guitar
all you guys
lessons.
guitar, but I can't give you guys free guitar lessons because one, timing. 'Cause I have other shit I got to do.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
But like, why isn't knowledge just free? Like, why
I
are
think
we
it
paying-
is.
I think it is too.
You can go on YouTube and learn how to do anything, dude.
Oh, that's how I learned guitar.
I think instead of going to college, just go to YouTube and learn everything you want to learn
Try to
about.
make a profit off everything, and
Because that's what we live in.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
I understand it.
I
Yeah.
get it. You know, hey man, we live in this realm. I'm just saying, let's say all the shit crumbles tomorrow. I want to be surrounded by people that know shit. And if you're 98% knowledgeable, I give you 1% of my knowledge. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Knowledge is very valuable, bro.
It's
Say everything
it's
crumbles.
God, bro.
Say if everything crumbles, we don't know. No one knows anything about horticulture and gardening.
yeah,
But what if someone
starve.
really knew a lot
Farmers.
about it? That's
that's super valuable.
that person's valuable, bro.
And I think it was Einstein or fucking someone that was like, all right,
Perspiration, inspiration.
if you judge a monkey's ability how to climb a tree, right, it's valuable. You know, hey, look at that monkey climbing that tree. How the fuck's
Yeah.
he doing that? If you judge a fish's ability to swim in the ocean, it's valuable. Yeah, how the fuck's he do that? It's crazy. But how valuable if you throw a monkey in the ocean
Oh yeah.
A monkey doesn't need to know how to swim.
and a fish doesn't even know how to climb a tree?
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
so. I think it depends on timing and place,
Context.
and content. You know, but I think overall, we're in common agreement. Knowledge is valuable,
Yeah.
and I guess it boils back to the point of: do we need to go to college?
Yeah. Why are you paying
to get the knowledge.
$15,000
Exactly.
to a company to a
Yeah.
place?
I think it just
teach
goes
you
on to
something?
like, I don't know exactly like the
Yeah. I
reason
don't
why I want to go. I just know I want it
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I
get
get
it.
it.
Good, and I support that fully because I believe people should do what they want to do.
Even if I know how much school is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to go to the best of the best school or da,
Yeah,
da, da, da.
yeah, of course,
But I
yeah.
know that I want that for myself, so I'm gonna do it no matter what.
but what I find funny is you say you hate school, and then you say you want the knowledge, you hate school, but you don't even know where you're going.
I think she just wants it for the challenge to say she did it. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Just say you
yeah,
did
like
it. You accomplished,
I want
you
it.
accomplished it.
Like I want a lot of things in life. Like I want brand new clothes, you know? So, and I know eventually I'm going to get that. You know, it's going to come. But I don't,
That's right, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I'm doing this shit. I'm gonna get fucking new clothes. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And I know that I want to go to college.
Sure.
And I'm not exactly, I think it just makes me feel better about myself too. Like that I know, because I'm not saying that going to college makes you better,
Yeah.
but it also, I think like,
It's like an accomplishment. You know?
yeah, it's an accomplishment for myself, which makes me feel better about myself. You know, I think it's just a stepstone that some people don't or won't take, and they can't take because they won't take it for themselves. So it makes me feel like, oh, I did that.
I think you just need to make sure when you do that to just make sure you look at why you're doing it and what are you going for. It's money, so you need to make sure.
And I think that,
Why are you doing it? What do you want to do?
I
What do you
think
want to
that's
do?
kinda-
What are you gonna do with it?
and I think that's kind of where like I'm coming. Like, I don't like plumbing. right? And I don't like plumbing.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I hate plumbing.
Fuck
But I
that.
know I'll use
Fuck
Make
business.
$100K a year. But
Yeah,
You could be a plumber and-
you need marketing for everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
You
know
do
I'll
really
use
good plumbing, but you
business
don't
and
like
marketing in my career at some point, and there's things like I don't know everything. I know
No one
there's
does.
things that
I don't know anything.
school will teach me that I might not be taught by somebody that I meet
Sure.
from
Sure.
working.
Sure.
Or I know, like, so I know I'm going to use them. Like, I know what I want to do career-wise is I want to be in, like, sales.
Yeah, business, sales, marketing,
Yeah.
that realm.
So
That's dope.
that's what I need
Sure.
for...
I guess where I'm having a block, right,
Yeah.
is you need to go to college for
No,
that.
you don't.
You don't need to,
I
but I
got-
want to.
Yeah,
I
which is
have
good.
I'd rather go somewhere and have that experience with it than to sit in my room looking up and not having a guide for it.
Right.
I have a
I feel
And
that.
then I'm also surrounded by people my age. I'm also I meet new people.
Sure,
It's the
yeah.
experiences you're
Yeah,
going through.
yeah.
You get to learn, but you're also
I'm
going
paying
through
for
those
the experience, but
experiences.
but I know that
You're
the
getting
also
knowledge
get
is
knowledge
free.
out of it. Yeah.
How about
Got it.
this? I have a story in my life. What do you call it? It's like an experience, someone else's experience. There's a term for like
Secondhand experience.
something like that. Yeah. But my aunt, rest in peace. She's dead now. But
Rest in peace.
back in the
Probably the wrong drop to use, but you know,
I
it's all
thought you were gonna
okay.
use.
back in the 90s, and early or 90s, she taught herself how to work on computers. So she had those big ass monitors in her at her place. She had, it was called DOS.
Yeah.
DOS was a thing back.
I
Whatever that is.
remember it. Yeah.
She taught herself how to work on computers, and then she moved up here from Florida, got a job doing computers for the Sun News, and then she switched to where I work at. Not gonna say who I work for, doing their fucking computers, like information systems, computer shit. You got a computer problem, they come and fix it. Network problem, network, whatever. She didn't go to fucking college. She never went to college. She taught herself how to do all that shit. She grinded and taught herself how to do it. They do want you to have like a Microsoft certificate. So if you're smart enough, you know how to do it. You can just go take the fucking test.
All right.
$200, whatever it is, and get it. But she did not go to fucking college. She taught herself how to work computers, and that chick fucking knew how to. She could set up a whole network. I wish she was still alive.
Let me piggyback off that, right? So let's say I want to learn how to work on computers,
I don't know how she did it. Yeah.
right? Let's say I want to learn that.
Okay.
But I know I'm not going to go sit in my room and I know me. I know I will not do that.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Right.
especially okay. Go ahead.
Like, would you be willing to go spend a little bit of money, which again was a lot and a little bit of money?
Yeah.
Spend some money to go have an experience where it forces you to leave your house, it forces you to go learn the shit you're trying to learn anyway.
Be around all these different types of people.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? You're kind of changing my mind here.
No,
And granted, I am pro.
I think the experience.
I'm pro knowledge.
I don't have a problem with it. I just think
yeah.
colleges are just gouging people nowadays.
Oh,
I think,
agree.
no, I
Yeah.
know they're gonna
Yeah.
take my
But-
money. I know that I can get that knowledge somewhere else
Not-
at from
But you
somebody
can't get
if
those
I look for it.
experiences with
Not-
it.
I
Not
can't meet the
everybody's like-
same people.
Yeah.
I can't
No, yeah.
get the little.
Yeah.
I
Not
never
everybody's like
got
my
to
aunt.
put the tassel around. I would
Right.
like to do that.
You want
I
to throw
never
your cap
got,
and gown.
Yeah,
You're like,
I can see
I've
you in a
never got
tassel.
to walk
Yeah.
a stage in my life. I would like to do that.
I'm just saying
I would like,
that sounds fun as fuck. I wish I went through it.
but also like,
But-
I think another reason is everybody told me that I was not gonna get my diploma.
Yeah.
Everybody told me that I was
Bro.
not gonna make it to school.
I never
Kinda
got my
So
diploma.
thing
I'm not.
with
I have
me
not
growing
told
up, yeah.
anybody in my family that I'm working to go get my high school diploma.
Do you think
I haven't told anybody that I want to go to college?
Do you think me and
except
Mike?
for the people here?
Do you think we graduated from high school?
Probably. Well, I know.
You know
so,
me.
yeah,
You know
I
my situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped out in my sophomore year.
And I don't.
I
I don't
went
think.
and got my GED.
Yeah,
like
and
the
I
next
don't
year.
look at you any differently. But I like to prove people wrong
stupid.
so that when I say, "Oh yeah," when they like miscorrect what actually is going on, like, "Oh yeah, I did get that." Wait,
Right.
when?
And also, it's
Just be smart
sad,
about
man.
it. Yeah.
It's sad because I know you don't look at any of us like, oh, dude, you didn't do it the way everyone else did it.
I'm a dummy. I
Oh,
don't know
Jay's an
anything.
idiot, dude. He's like,
Guess
oh,
what?
yeah,
I read fucking books.
I know you did. I know.
I read a lot
know.
of books, so I learned everything.
Well, you know everything, but
No,
yeah,
you learn
yeah,
in books,
you
you
learn
know,
shit. Yeah, I'm book
learn
learned.
I
everything
didn't pay
that you
someone
know.
to teach me. I just learned.
But we live in it, and I think we are
Society.
getting away from this. But we, you know, I think we're still living in a society where if you don't have that master's, you don't have the tassel, you don't have the gown, you're worthless.
Yeah.
You can't do the job because
Your
you don't
point's
have this.
invalid.
Yeah, and dude, look at
Your effort was all for nothing.
COVID, dog. And I
A
don't
lot
even
of
want,
fucking idiots, bro.
oh my, you're not allowed to say it came out of a lab in Wuhan. You're not allowed to say
You
that.
got a master's degree, but you're wearing a fucking mask.
I got a PhD. I'm telling you, I'm a hero, and I know. I went to the school. I studied. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you're the idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. And then comes out a lot of shit was bullshit. You know,
People put a lot
I mean,
of trust.
experts. Trust the experts. Remember that?
Well, people put a lot of faith in people with a lab coat or a police outfit. These uniforms, like, oh, they must know what they're talking about.
Dude, and
You know,
They're regular people.
there's people.
they might not know
people.
fucking
They're like,
anything.
oh well, they trained for this. They went to school for this.
Right.
Yeah, but they're just
That
regular
doesn't-
people. That doesn't
right.
mean they know what's
Everything.
always best and what's always not. And, yeah,
They could be psychopaths like Fauci.
Like if like
They could have a lapse in judgment. Like you
Yeah,
never know.
and just
Well,
because,
anybody.
and that's the problem with, you know, not even when I was growing up, but I guess probably definitely our grandparents and maybe great grandparents. All right, you grow up, you go to high school, you go to college, you get married, you buy a house, you have children, you have the
Yep.
white picket fence,
was
your
American
children get
dream.
old, they take care of you, then you die. That's what I was always told. And I'm like, oh, is that really the way it is? I'm looking around. I'm looking around in 2023. I'm
50
like,
years ago, 60 years ago, kind of was. But
I think it's the
not now,
opposite.
dude.
No,
Not now.
I think when somebody tells you not to do something, you want to do it. So
right.
when people tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
You
know
when
what?
people tell you you have to do
Hence
something,
why we're
you don't
podcasting
want
right
to.
now.
Michaela, you can't be a fucking millionaire.
oh, watch me.
There.
Yeah,
Like, go be
yeah.
a
But like
fucking
I have to
millionaire.
like
You're gonna be
get-
broke forever,
I have
Michaela. You
to-
can't make money.
Be a millionaire.
Watch me go make money. You know?
No, but I think like I have to have feelings
good,
or an
dude.
opinion
yeah, it's
on
great.
it.
Yeah, I love
like,
Michaela. Yeah.
It's like bullying. Like,
Well, if
oh, what?
Healthy
Oh,
bullying,
I can't do
yeah.
it?
like if you
Oh,
tell me I can't
constructive criticism.
read, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, yes I can, like
And
because
prove
I
it
don't
to you.
care
Yeah.
that you think that. But when you
Yeah.
care what people think, that's when it gets you. So I care what people think, believe it or not,
A little bit,
about
in
how
some ways.
people look at me and where my life's going.
I
because
don't,
Well, here's the
but
thing.
do.
Here's the thing.
You always
right?
kind of do a little bit.
Here's the thing.
Like, cause I don't care a lot about what people.
You
think
can't,
about
dude.
me.
I don't think it's two
But-
boxes.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a box of caring and not caring. All right.
Like,
If you don't care, why don't you walk around naked?
Exactly.
Yeah, like-
I don't care what
That's
people think. I'm
saying.
walking around
I-
naked.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a not
I don't-
caring thing, because with that, like,
I don't care what the gym pop thinks.
yeah,
The gym pop, I don't care.
General population,
Mike-
just to be clear.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Um,
Yeah. I know what he meant at least.
thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, I know. Like turn black pill. Like, what does that mean?
can't.
Yeah. All right.
But,
I don't care. I don't care what most people. I don't value most people's opinion.
Yeah.
You value the
yeah.
people
value
who
you.
are close.
I value y'all's opinion, whether you're right or wrong. I'm gonna hear if you
I
guys.
respect somebody if like they have a.
And even
place in my
still,
like your
I don't care if
parents
Devin
and-
likes my style or
Yeah.
Yeah.
likes whatever. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't
Like,
care. Like,
you're not dressing to impress me.
Dude, I'm
Like,
wearing a
yeah.
beanie in the middle of July, dog. People are like, dude, aren't you hot? Dude, I work in a cold ass fucking AC all day. Like, I
Yeah, but-
leave, I'm like, fuck,
Sarah
dude, it's hot
wears-
as shit out here.
Sarah's wearing sweatshirts every fucking day in the summer.
Yeah.
But I do care if you trust me. I care about shit like that. I care if you trust me.
Right.
I trust you, dude.
But everybody
Like,
cares
whatever.
about
That's what I care
different
about.
things, you know.
That's true, and that's why you can't put anyone's opinion on a pedestal. Doesn't mean you can't.
Value that opinion.
Yeah, hey man, I hear your opinion. I think you're wrong, but I appreciate you bringing this to my attention because I didn't. Maybe I'm tripping on something. Now, I'm not perfect. Dude, I make mistakes every day, dog. But if someone's coming to me that I trust, and like, hey, dude, I don't think you should be doing this. Okay, I appreciate your
Input.
Doesn't mean, and maybe I will take a different direction. You're like, fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be wearing a beanie and something like whatever the fucking point of reference is. But also, you gotta listen to yourself. And I think when you're really in tune with it, you're listening to God, bro.
Yeah. Something like it's like something.
There's something
inside
part
you,
inside of
God
you,
inside of you,
deep down. There's something inside of you that's guiding you.
I respect black women, like big BBW, big black women who wear bikinis to the beach and don't give a fuck about anything. They're living their life. I respect them. Like this bitch don't care what she looks like. She's sexy.
I respect
for her,
it as
she's
long as
sexy.
it's modest when their children are around.
I just
Yeah,
like how
I
like
agree.
they go and do it, but I am annoyed when a girl is like, I can't. I'm not gonna wear a bathing suit, and they're like so self conscious about themselves. And you got this 250-pound chick wearing a bikini at the beach. She don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like that. Like,
But
Yeah.
this
she don't give
little
a fuck what you
petite,
think
skinny
about
girl's
her.
like, oh my god, I can't wear this.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
so
it's gonna
like
show
worried
my
about.
stomach.
They're worried about what people think about them.
Yeah.
But this girl who's 250 pounds wearing a bikini to the beach,
Yeah, that's all
She's
just
letting
being
her
comfortable in your skin.
freak flag fly.
I was definitely like, because I don't wear girl bathing suits. I always wore t-shirt in the pool, and I was very self-conscious of what
Yeah.
people thought about that. And then I was also self-conscious about wearing a woman's bathing suit.
Okay.
So now I just wear a bikini top and swim
Oh,
trunks.
well, there you go. Oh, that sounds hot. A bikini top and what? Boxer shorts? Yeah, swim trunks.
Well, yeah.
The thing.
I just don't care about that shit.
Well, yeah. Now that I've gotten older, I'm just like, okay, like,
Fuck it.
like if they like, because I mean, even I get looks in general, just like going to the bathroom and stuff. So like,
Looks?
but like,
You get side eye looks and shit.
yeah. Well, like
You don't
or
see many
they
girls with a
question
fade,
it.
Jay. Yeah, you don't see many girls with
I
a
haven't even
fade.
thought about that.
Well,
Yeah.
also
I don't think-
tattoos, like
And tattoos, yeah.
Broadway, a lot of tourists or people like in general, they like,
I'm not noticing this, dude. I don't care, Michaela. I'm not like.
But, like,
what kind of haircut does
women-
Michaela have?
but like
She
a
has a
lot
fade,
of
okay.
women do. Like
Women, yeah.
they just feel self conscious or they're
right.
like worried. Like if you see if I saw a dude in the bathroom,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'd give a look.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the thing is, they like think that I'm a dude, and then they re-look at the sign. Or when I walk in the bathroom, people will look at the sign to make sure that I'm going in the right bathroom.
Dude, I look at the sign, make sure I'm going in the right bathroom. Like,
But I mean,
fuck, is
like,
this the Bills?
Even if they're not
Hey, I
going
went
into the
into the
bathroom,
bathroom.
you're
you know what
saying
I'm
they look
saying?
at you about it.
Yeah, because they question. They're like, "Wait, I thought that was a women's bathroom," and they double check, and then they know,
Well-
and then they just question it the
Yeah.
rest of the time.
It's so funny because,
I mean, yeah.
Michaela and I went out to dinner one night, and the manager comes around. Hey, how are you guys doing? I mean, miss.
Oh god.
And it's like, wait, why'd you even have
Why'd
to
you-
fucking
yeah.
make that a
I
point?
call girls guys.
I also
Yeah.
say, I
you guys
say, how
doing?
are you guys doing all the time?
Yeah.
Guys is not as in your sex,
Right,
your
yeah,
gender,
yeah.
whatever.
But in that
it's-
lady's mind,
She freaked out. She's like, oh god.
I offended someone.
This might be this is a
Yeah.
girl.
and Michaela doesn't. She probably didn't even think about
Yeah.
it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, many
that's
people call
interesting,
me
dude.
like sir, and I'm like, I don't,
It's so
I don't,
funny, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I crack up.
like, I don't
Oh, at the
care.
store?
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
care
just- yeah.
because like I know I wear baggy t-shirts and like I have short hair. You know, I have tattoos that most girls wouldn't. Like, I get it. You know, but
I know that your gender is your sex is a female.
yeah,
You have this like soft features.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're sweet.
exactly.
You got a girl voice.
stupid. I'm not
you know, like,
Stupid.
Well,
Some people you can kind of.
I find it funny when I talk to people and they think it's like they look at a girl first, like someone like they look at someone who looks like a girl or
Right,
whatever you would.
typical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
typical typical girl, and then like the people like the girl will be like wondering why that person's looking at
Yeah.
them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
If I walked into Journeys and didn't know you people, I would be like, oh, that's a chick, got short hair, that's her style, whatever. I don't know. I think I'm good at
yeah.
like. I wouldn't be
mean,
like,
I don't give a fuck,
What
dude.
are you,
Right.
dude?
Like-
Well, I feel like
fuck.
now this generation, like I think they're getting better at it. I don't think like their mind has changed. I think they say it has because they
Virtue
feel like they
signaling.
need they need to be with society
Yeah.
at all times or agree with it because they don't have opinions for themselves that they can spurt out. But I think still now the problem is not that people are like looking at me weirdly. They offend me when they're like,
They treat you
well,
different?
what's your pronouns
Oh, damn.
or like, and people
You don't
think
like
that,
that?
no, because it's like clearly a female. Like, I'm sorry, like it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
hard to tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Like exactly. Soft
what I
features.
picked up
Does it
on,
look
yeah.
like I have a beard or a mustache? Like I'm clearly over the age, so I mean, see anything like
Yeah.
beard? I don't know.
Not to make
like-
it weird, you have tits, Doug. Like,
well, yeah.
like,
Even in baggy clothes,
like-
you can tell,
yeah, like, not to make,
Dude, Billie Eilish wears baggy clothes.
yeah.
and you can tell she's a female. And if she cut her hair, I
Even
bet
if she
you
shaved
can
her
tell
head
that.
bald,
She was
I'd be like,
a
it's a chick, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
But
Um,
I think it's the way that, like, I guess I present myself sometimes too.
You know what's funny? Because I think right now, even though I know you, and I know you as a feminine girl, regardless of how you look, I know how you are. But look at a lot of just normal dudes now,
Oh yeah, you're okay.
You're
right?
Damn, dude.
A lot of normal
of guys
dudes.
are like-
Masculine is a lot of dudes,
Feminine
There's a
dudes.
lack of
A lot of
masculinity,
feminine dudes, yeah.
and I look at dudes, I'm like,
and that's not calling you like Superman.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
no, I think like I think there's been a shift in men.
Yeah, that definitely
Yeah.
has. Yeah.
I also think people look at me and they
Toxic
expect me to be
masculinity.
like
That's a
super
term for
tough, and I
Yeah.
feel like I definitely come across
But
like
you're-
with look wise.
yeah.
But if you talk to me,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not there unless I need to.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we gotta call it, dude.
Yeah.
We're 2 hours in.
Hours in.
It's good, dude. Fuck yeah. Murphy's podcast. Whatever,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
A lot easier than I expected to.
Yeah, dude. It's literally what we do anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking.
I just had to sit here and hold the mic for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Dang.
We're gonna fix that next
the
week.
muscles, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Getting jacked, dude. Working out while podding. Spotify, 5 stars, all that. YouTube. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if I'm over YouTube.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Until next time. Peace.